it, baby. Let's go. Those guys like to go fast,
Welcome to Simple Session 2024. We're about to get going on the 24th edition of Europe's premier skate and BMX contest. And for the first time in 14 years, we're back in Simple Session's home and the European capital of culture for 2024, Tartu. We're kicking things off with the skateboard qualifiers. I'm James Threlfall, and alongside me is Mr. Mark Brewster. How are you doing, man?
I'm really good. It is an absolute pleasure to be back in Tartu, back for Simple Session in the beautiful city of Tartu.
Ah, it's a beautiful city, right? I've never been here before, but like we say, the home of Simple Session, this is kind of like a full circle moment for Simple Session, right?
Yeah, I mean, because of course it all started in Tartu.
Give that camera a wave right there, Mark.
Hello,
we are
everyone.
live and direct coming to you from Estonia right now. Now today, obviously we're getting into the qualifiers, right? We have a stacked field of riders, 48 skaters that are going to be riding for us today. So this is kind of the chance, right? We're going to whittle it down to 15 tomorrow. Today is kind of just kick back, chill, enjoy the riding, right? Get your snacks, get your drinks ready, and just put your feet up at home and let the skaters here do all the hard work. But if you see something great, don't be afraid to jump up and go crazy, you know? Throw that drink to the ceiling. That's what we'll be doing in here. That's what we'll be doing in here. We've got 48 skaters from 23 countries. How cool is that, Mark? Like,
incredible. I mean, people come from all around the world to skate this place now, so it's definitely a fixture on everyone's calendar, especially in Europe and especially always in the Baltics.
Yeah, I know growing up as a skater in England, like, Simple Session was what put Estonia on the map for me. Like, obviously I knew of it as a country, but if someone said to me Estonia, I'm like, Simple Session, that's where it's at. So we have riders that just come from all over the world. This is a truly international event today. And like we say, that's kind of represented in 23 countries. We are going to have, though, 12 jams for you, 4 skaters in each jam. And each jam is going to consist of 2 one-minute runs as well. Overall impression counts. So that's a really big deal today, because in the finals, you're going to see that it's best run counts. But both runs are being scored by the judges today. So, I mean, it's going to be tough for the riders out there. They've got to put it down twice.
Absolutely. I mean, the best thing for them to do is to just stick to your old faithfuls, stay on, don't try anything too naughty, save it for the big day tomorrow. Just stay on.
Yeah, absolutely. First rider is in as well, I believe. Jürgen Sayas coming in from Estonia. He is a Tartu OG, and he is also doing the Estonian commentary in the booth next door. Obviously not right now, but he is dipping in there. He's getting his first runs done.
As soon as he finishes,
Jam 1.
he's got to run back up here and finish commentating in Estonian.
He's going to be well sweaty in the booth.
Yeah.
But getting it done. Nice kickflip on the driveway there as well. Opening it up in fine style.
Yeah, he's got quite. He hasn't come off yet, so he's doing really good. That's the commentator, isn't it?
You know not to say that. You know not to say that.
Sorry. Vabandige. Vabandust.
But this course, Mark, you've had a little ride of it, right? It's big.
Oh my God.
Everything out there is absolutely humongous.
It's like a vert ramp with some street stuff thrown in the middle.
Yeah, even the rails are higher, right? Because obviously this is built, amazing course designed by Nate Wessel, as per as well, kind of like been designing the parks for Simple Session now for so many years. But it's always really creative, but it's got to cater to both BMX and skate. And the BMXers want things a bit bigger, and the skaters have to kind of adapt to that, right? But it creates
they've
this
got no
really
choice.
wild course.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up with things being quite big, but obviously the things in the middle of the skaters are the things that the skaters are really going to enjoy, like the rails and the ledges.
Yeah,
so,
but we do have so many transition skaters in this year as well.
Yes, we do have some big names.
Absolutely
we do have some
fine.
very big names. We might even see a McTwist.
Maybe.
Or a 540.
Who'd have thought? Some of those quarters, we were looking at it earlier, we were speaking to Yarmo, who looks after the skate side of things for Simple Session. He was saying, some of the quarters are around about 10 foot tall. So you can definitely get some stuff done there.
In real money, that's 3.1 meters.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Sorry, I'm speaking English. So second rider in right now, Grisha Babashin, coming out of Tallinn, 20 years old. First time competing in Simple Session.
He'll be feeling the heat.
Yeah, definitely. I remember my first time dropping in at Simple Session. You have the nerves because you know how big this contest is.
started off nicely, but he has come off.
He's had a couple of falls, and that will hurt him. Gets the 50 done.
That's pretty sick, 50-50.
It's through that kink as well. So I was
Yeah.
speaking to Baz, who's going to be joining me. Baz Keep on the BMX broadcast later as well. We're talking about what that kink at the bottom of the rail is like for BMXers. And he was saying, actually, it's really nice for BMX. It kind of just helps you push you off the rail.
Yeah.
I was like, for skating,
it's a nightmare.
The opposite. It's so hard to kind of go through that. So, yeah. We have seen some crazy stuff going on there. Flipping tricks down that rail. So, yeah, we'll be seeing some of that later on. But, yeah, Grisha gets that crooked grind done down the ledge as well. Happy. Will want to get a few more points on the board, though, I think, in run number 2. This is the tough thing, though. He can't throw away this run.
No.
He can't go, OK, cool, I'll make it all happen in my second. The judges are counting the score from both runs.
Next up, Devin Talanov from Lithuania.
Yeah, nice. Kind of tweaking that ollie out. Do you know what Joe Habgood, legendary British skater, he said to me, he was like, always open your contest run with an ollie. You know you're going to make it, and just get your legs going. Just
I wouldn't
ollie
be
something.
so sure if it was me.
Yeah, nice. That little kind of shifty ollie to fakey transfer.
Yeah, you're always going to want to land your first trick because there's nothing that will just absolutely throw you off your stride than not making your first trick. And an ollie's
going for the nose slide down the ledge. And that 1 minute when you're out there feels like a long time,
unless you're landing everything, in which case it goes really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The thing here as well is obviously we're in a very new venue this year for Simple Session. We've never been here before. This is an old comb factory.
Yeah.
And the park, you'll notice, is a bit smaller, but it's very compact. And I think when we were previously in the arena in Tallinn, things would be so spaced out.
Factory,
well, no, sorry, the Saku Arena.
Well, it's not called Saku.
Not anymore. Not anymore. It is Unibet.
Unibet Arena, yeah.
But that was so spaced out that 1 minute run, actually, you'd cross back and forth.
And that was it.
Here the skaters are going to be able to go bang, 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 get the tricks in. So it's a very different kind of approach that you're going to see from the riders today. So that is time for Devin, and we go back
round to
Jürgen. First guy we're seeing hitting up that box as well.
On the Red Bull quarter pipe, lovely.
First of many guys you're going to see flying over that box as well. Lean to tail, love that trick. Oh no! I know we were talking about the ollie, that one just coming unstuck, but I don't think that'll hurt him too much. If he can get back into this, it'll be all good, because he's already bashed out 3 solid tricks to get it going, coming in for something a bit more street. Oh, going for the nollie laser flip.
Nollie laser, not often something that you see people try.
But going for it on the driveway. Feeling like he kind of needed to step it up from run 1 maybe. And finding ways to kind of do that. Oh, going for that frontside 180 as well. Switch flip on the quarter. Yes, gets that done.
5 seconds left. It's his last trick.
Always so hard as well, Mark, to get back into a contest run as well.
Yeah.
When he fallen, gets the backside flip on the bank too. So a bit of a lull in the middle there. The judges won't have loved the couple of falls there, but the tricks that he got done, really, really solid, right?
He's definitely notable. Definitely notable, so he's done all right.
And use, of course, right? One of the things the judges are looking for. He hit the big jump box.
Yeah,
and then
you've got to hear everything. You've got to hear everything with confidence. Here comes Grisha.
Grisha Barbashin doing it for Tallinn. Board slide to open up. Is he going to come back round for this 50-50 again? No, gets the crooked grind. See, he's looking so much more comfortable. Those nerves that you were kind of talking about.
I think he's just like kind of, I think like the sharpness of that first run has kind of eased off, and he's been a little bit more comfortable. Nice and easy 50-50. He's doing really well.
There we go. And the judges will love that. Like we were talking about, that kinked rail, definitely going to score you more points than the regular down rail. Ooh. Oh my words.
Wonder what happened there.
Did he clip the edge on that kicker? It is a narrow kicker.
Something to do with the kicker, wasn't it?
Is he just looking for the ollie?
might be lucky and be able to get 2 tricks in it if he gets his groove on.
He switched it. Gets the back 180 transfer as well. That was huge.
Good. Last trick. Has he got time? Might be able to have one more. That's it. That's time. Little 5-0, which is nice.
Sending shouts to everyone as well, getting involved in the YouTube live streams too. We are live on Simple Sessions YouTube, as well as the X Games YouTube. Big love to everyone. Let us know where you are tuned in from right now. Alan Weed saying, this ain't new, we've been in this warehouse for a few years now. No,
it's a different one.
Similar, Alan, it's not. It isn't the same place. We used to be in Pukala Tijas.
This is Robert Bottas
coming in from Riga. Yeah, making that ollie fakie. Likes those transfers.
Yeah, this park's a lot faster than it looks.
Yes.
Like even dropping in the ramps, and you're like, you drop in and you're going about 100 miles an hour. And I don't like going fast. And you end up being spat out going very fast around that floor.
Yeah.
You can see how slippery it is.
Sending shouts to Propaganda, tuned in from New Zealand right now. Claudia is from Estonia, locked in with us at the moment. Like I say, get involved on YouTube, Simple Session and X Games. We are live there right now. You can get involved in the live chat.
And on Fuel TV. Fuel TV as well.
We don't have a live chat there though, sadly.
Oh yeah, okay. So let's just leave it as a... let's just leave it to YouTube live chat.
And that right there as well is going to be time for Heat 1. So these guys getting things going for Simple Session 2024. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Grisha, here we go. There's the 50-50.
Oh, you get both times.
Really good angle.
Nearly flicked out there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nearly just rolled his board out, but...
Just really shows how much of an impact that kink at the end makes. It's only little, but it's enough to throw you off. That back 180 was beautiful as well. Jürgen, he's going to be up here in the booth next to us in a moment's time. That backside flip on the back. Is he already in?
He's sweating. He's coated in sweat.
Come on, Jürgen. Yes, he is absolutely
He's dripping with sweat.
Dripping.
In the hot box.
Alski locked in from Philly. He says it's 5 a.m. here.
Wow, that is dedication.
That is dedication. Big, big love to you, Alski.
You can see the judges up there.
Trey as well from Christchurch, New Zealand. Big shout out to everyone locked in. It's a truly international field of riders. A truly international field of audience.
Truly international field of riders and audience. There's Pat Duffy.
Yeah, the legend that is, like you say, alongside Christian Preek and Vesa Ikola are 3 judges out here at Simple Session.
Dave Duncan behind him.
These guys all absolute rippers in their own right. And we are starting to see some scores coming in right here as well. They're getting them locked in.
Grisha coming up first. 30.5.
See those scores on the screen in a moment's time, I believe.
15 riders will make it for tomorrow. Group 2 warming up right now.
Pat Duffy. No pressure being judged by Pat Duffy, right? Skateboard royalty. Here we go. We're seeing the scores here. Grisha Barbashin getting it done. Sat in first right now, a 30.50. Jürgen Sarias, 27.5. And Robert Potas, 18.16.
Devin, of course, getting injured. And next up, this is the next jam.
Yeah, here we go. Heat number 2 going to consist of Simon Gerber, Ralph Rasmus Raul, Romario Sima, and Benny Abeta. Also going to be riding in the BMX qualifiers later is Benny. Doing both. Mad. That is mental, isn't it?
Imagine both.
Imagine being good enough.
That must be so hard.
I remember being a kid trying to get an invite to Simple Session for skating. I couldn't imagine being good enough to ride both.
I know. Well, it saves them money, doesn't it? On flights.
Just, you know, do the double, right? Do the double.
So there's Simon Gerber there.
Yeah, Swiss under-16 champion. A name to watch for the future, for sure. Doing it for Vans, Volcom, Levitation Shop.
and Illumate. Swiss champ.
And here we go. This is where we say this jump box feature, I think it's going to be a focal feature, right, this year, because it just feels like for the past few years we kind of haven't had it. It feels like a bit of a signature.
Oi, was that a 1 foot? It looked like he
I'm not sure it was intentionally a 1 foot,
but it's good. The judges will definitely notice that. This is like the perfect start to skate this course.
and like we say, it's something we're going to mention. A hurricane grind down the rail as well. We're going to keep mentioning this today. Both runs count. No, it's a front side. It's the thing. It's a backside. It's a backside 180 in, but you're facing the rail on the front side. So it is a front side hurricane, but that does spin you out. Kick flip to flat as well, almost getting that done. But yeah, like I say, we're going to talk about this a lot today. Both of the runs count. It's not best run counts. So the guys need to kill it.
Frontside flip.
In both of the runs, and a frontside flip over that gap is definitely going to do it. That gap bigger than you would think. I reckon I'm going to say about 6 foot. What is that in meters? Like
2 meters.
2 meters. Is it 2? No, that's less than 2 meters. It's not 2 meters.
6 foot. How many?
I'm getting on Google right now.
Google it.
Feet to meters. Here we go. 6 foot is 1.82 meters.
So it wasn't that far out.
No, that's quite a big difference in my book.
12 centimetres.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Rasmus Raal, skating for Estonia.
He lost his board at the Visit Estonia ferry jam that we did the other day, where everyone was jumping into the water. So I believe he's on a new setup.
Borrowed board or a new setup? Should have a new setup, really. Always bring a spare.
Unless he's already sessioned it hard since Friday, which there's every chance. Doing it for Vans, yeah, heading over the little rainbow rail setup that we've got between the kind of hit, like driveway kind of gap.
That, of course, is to replicate the Tartu Bridge. Little board slide there. Oh, and he just wheel rubbed and it stopped him out.
20 seconds left on the clock for Ralph Rasmus.
He's lucky, he'll get another trick in.
Just a quick chance to get his breath back.
And I think
that is
going to be time.
Definitely going to be time on his run there.
Skating for House of Marston, Vans and Sisu.
Oh, I got a message from Glork saying, fun fact, last time I went to Simple Session, it was 2003 in Tartu when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
I even have real memories from it. In the old park that got opened again yesterday, we were down there. There was an incredible jam that went down. There's going to be footage coming out from that as well.
And here is Romario Siemer. Very, very famous Estonian face.
Oh, amazing. That kickflip as well to open up. Man, that is I feel like kickflips are one of those tricks. We were talking about this before we went on air, that are just a bit elusive. Yeah. I would be well nervous about just a straight kickflip over a driveway in my run.
And landing one on this floor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, Romario is the Estonian minister for skateboarding.
How cool is that? We don't have that in England.
We do not.
We do not. And he's showing why as well, getting that 50-50 across and down done. And then coming in with the lip slide through the kink at the bottom there.
Nice. Romario is just handling it.
He's getting it done.
He just knows how to skate these courses.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he knows what to do.
I feel like kind of, yeah, getting the tray flip done over as well.
Romario's got first place for me so far.
It's going to be between him and Simon based on first run. But again, I'm going to say it, both runs count, so anything can happen from here. There you can see Simon looking at that flip indie as well. Maybe going to switch things up for his second run. That is worth mentioning as well, right? Judges aren't going to want to see you do the same tricks in both runs, especially if they're counting both, you know?
You got to spice it up. Yeah, here comes in Benny Abeta.
Yeah, getting it done in both the skate and BMX. Heading over the box into the back disaster up on the big Red Bull quarter. The front 50 as well. How cool must it be to be able to ride BMX and skate this good?
Yeah.
Good enough to be in the qualifiers for both at Simple Session.
You'd be knackered though, wouldn't you, if you made it through on both?
You would.
You'd be so tired.
That would be a first as well. I'm certain no one's done that before.
Yeah.
Heading back through for the channel gap there. You're going to see some mad stuff going on up there from people like Danny Leon and Jaime Mateu. Just getting a bit squirrely in the middle. It started well for Benny. Can they get back in with the 10 seconds now? Waving off the judges.
Now they're throwing in the towel. So that's time for Benny.
And we are going to go back into the...
I'm sure going to be sat on an all right score from the opening of that run, like we say, but
standards definitely gone up on this in this jam. Simon Gerber again.
Are we going to see him switch it up for the flip Indy? Yes, amazing. This guy showing why he's the Swiss under-16 champion, getting the tail slides across that long driveway ledge. And then the flip front board. Oh,
hangs onto it.
Almost slipping out. Alan asking in the chat, how slippery is the floor there?
Super
It
slippery.
definitely has a bit of slip, but it's also really fast. It's kind of that in between, getting that front blunt done, the transfer over as well. We've seen a few people hitting that. He wants that flip to flat as well. I wouldn't say that's going to hurt him so bad though, because he's got some great tricks.
I wouldn't even risk a flip to flat because the floor's so slippery.
Gets the lip slide done as well, follows Romario's moves there. And there's the kick flip over. Oh, it's tough competition.
180 in.
Tough competition, I think, between Simon and Romario right now. I think Simon, for me, probably takes that edge on the use of park.
Yeah.
On the use of park. He's flipped into front board as well. The judges will love those flip-in tricks. He's flipped the board over the box as well. He's completely switched it up for run number 2 too.
Absolutely.
So, for me, he's going to go up into first place and probably have the score to beat as we head into heat number 3. Rasmus Raul.
Oh, ankles.
That guy's well hard. He didn't even flinch. Didn't even flinch. Alski says, want to see that kickflip Indy again. I missed it. We will have highlights at the end. I'm sure it'll be in there. Yeah, getting the back 50.
Back
just
50.
coming undone. And that is the kink at the bottom of the rail, just throwing you off, throwing that weight a little bit backwards.
Yeah, this quarter pipe here, it's not a small quarter. It throws you out pretty fast.
Yeah, that is it as well. You're hitting rails and you're going Mach 10 when you drop in.
What's it going to be? Oh, back 50, but he just rolls his board out. He's standing up.
And that is time.
That's time for Ralph.
Gorg asking in the chat, hey, no points given? We give them at the end of the heats. So you will get an update of the leaderboard, I believe. And we will also see the scores from each heat. But in the qualifiers, no, we are not doing the live scores. So we'll find out at the end.
Romario Simer up again. Currently, I think I read some he's up for being like the mayor of
I heard
Elva.
this too. I heard this too. The mayor and Estonian skateboard minister. What a legend.
Just give that man the mayor's medal and a driver. And
Oh, going for the impossible. Was that going to be an impossible revert, or did that just work out like that? But
I think it just worked out.
Just worked out like that. But someone that he's the nicest dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Will welcome everyone in for a session. Back 5-0 down the rail. That is a hefty trick.
That was sick.
But he's also just been skating simple session for, I mean, he's been there since I first started coming in 2015.
Yeah, he's been doing it for years.
He's been here for ages. He knows the deal. But also, like, yeah, I'm a Brit coming in to simple session, first time ever, and Romario's just welcoming with open arms, like, welcome to Estonia, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Come and join the session.
Not quite as good in his second run, but he can just stay on this last trip.
He's had a couple of heavy hitters. I think this kind of confirms that Simon is probably going to go up into first place. But that back 5-0 down the rail, you're not going to see many of those today.
Nope.
Knowing he needed to go for something big. And this is the tough thing as well. I promise I will stop talking about it, but where both runs count, if Romario could have just taken run number 1,
He just needed to chill out.
but he knew he needed to switch it up as well in run number 2.
Yeah.
Benny coming in, tweaking that indie grab over the box. Up for the back disaster on the big Red Bull quarter as well. They're super comfortable with that.
Front 50.
50, yeah. Nice Manny through as well.
Slide, but no, didn't quite get on top of it and had to kick it out.
That is a long rail to board slide across and down as well.
Long old rail.
Long rail.
Rail.
Benny riding kind of one of the more egg-shaped boards as well. Very cool.
Oh, I didn't notice, yeah. That's
Yeah.
big old guys. Big old girl they're riding.
20 seconds, Ricky, 20 seconds. Keep it going.
Last trick.
15 seconds to go.
Reina. Goa.
Oh, going for the
Escape
kickflip.
on the top of the quarter there, but yeah, just bailed the kickflip. That's time.
Benny waving that one away. Their main event is definitely going to be the BMX later on, but so cool to have them in the skate contest as well, right? Like, just getting both done. I feel like this must be a first, just to even have someone
to even qualify. Yeah, it's just
both qualifiers.
It's just mad.
So here we go. Our prediction for our first place pole sitter right now, going in to the finals tomorrow. There was that flip indie. You saw it briefly. We had
front
requests. See that? And look at that!
Oh,
We didn't
nose
quite
really out.
realise that. From the angle that we had it, I didn't quite realise there'd been the full nose manny out. Fair play for sitting on that. There we go. Ralph Rasmus Raul.
That's Romario.
And then here we go. Is this the back 5-0? It's the feeble grinds. I wonder if we're going to get another angle of that back 5-0, because that was
There's the front lip.
one of the tricks of heat number 2. Tray flip, getting it done. Here we go. Is this it? This is it. There we go. That is a huge trick. And I can tell you right now, you can't see it on your screens yet, but Simon is sat on a whopper of a score. And I think he is going to have a long day waiting to see if he's made the final 15, because that score, I think, could be enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
There we go. We see Pat Duffy there, the legend that is. Alongside the Baltic legends, Christian Briek and Vesa Ikola, our judges for today. Dave Duncan as well. Let's just keep listing legends, Mark. Let's just keep listing them. Dave Duncan announcing on the park today. Do you know what? I was watching something recently as well, where someone was saying that Dave Duncan, they believe he should be credited more for the 900 when Tony Hawk made the 900, because apparently he was on the mic, he was bigging it up, he was encouraging Tony to get it done, and he was also
to get it done, wasn't he?
He wasn't shutting down the best trick until Tony landed it. There we go. There's that huge score right there. Simon Gerber, 71.16. Almost 20 points clear of everyone else. And Romario, we were saying that first run was great.
Carried him through there, yeah.
0.75. A whole 40 points clear of Grisha is Simon Gerber. So, yeah, like we say, he's got a long old way to see if he's made it. But we go to jam at number 3. Do you want to run through the order?
Yep, first up we've got Rokas Petravikos. Sorry if I massacred your name there, Rokas. Next up, Thomas Montevicius.
And then we've also got Yamo Kangro and Tim Aguilar, who is a photographer for Thrasher, also a very good transition skater. But right now, Rokas is straight in.
Skating for Latvia.
I think maybe still getting the warm-up done. His name popped up and I thought we were right in there. He took a hell of a slam yesterday as well, coming off the ledge. Ribs to kinked rail. Like arm over the rail, ribs full contact.
Ouch.
I checked if he was all right and he was like, I am fine. I am wellard.
Great story, James.
I'm from Latvia and I will crack on. There you go, there's that 50-50 over the rainbow rail after Ollie in the driveway. Whoa, you see there as well, we talk about the floor being a little bit slippy. It is fast.
Yeah, whenever you see anyone land off a rail, you usually see him doing a tiny little slide out.
Yeah.
back wheels, front wheels, because it is so slippery.
It makes the park super, super fast. It's really smooth, really, really nice to ride.
A little smithy on the ledge there.
But it does have a bit of slickness to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So he's had a fall, but getting it done.
Yeah. He's doing what he needs to do. He's just staying on, hitting every obstacle. 50-50, nice and easy.
He's linked it together.
Maybe a couple tricks more. Maybe this is his last trick. Last one coming up. Heel flip, and that's time. That's time for Rocas.
Numb chicken. Watch him right now, saying, I miss the days where everything was big and intimidating. Now we just have skate plazas. You love a plaza, Mark.
I love a plaza. It's more accessible. Like this is just like a vert ramp. This, like they're big quarters.
But this is it. This is what makes Simple Session so special. Like I say, when I first came and rode, I was like, right, this is the real deal. Like, we are not playing around.
No,
I reckon the smallest
boys.
quarter in here is about 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
1.82 m, as we found out earlier. Tomas Munkevicius coming in from Lithuania, doing it for Converse and Board Sports. Gets that front board down as well.
Thomas is a recognisable face here at Simple Session.
Yeah. Oh, the front tail. Taking it to fakie as well. Linking the street section together really nicely. Yeah, the blunt to pivot fakie. Getting some of those transition moves in there as well. I think when you've got a course like this, you definitely need to be skating both if you want to be getting those high scores.
No.
Just getting slightly undone on the slickness of the floor.
Slipped him out there, yeah.
But he's recovered fast. He's straight back in. 15 seconds still on the clock. He can make it work, maybe with his nose grind. I think the back truck dropped on that. We'll have to check another angle.
He got away with it though. He didn't come off.
He's survived. He's still in the game. Yeah, there's the nose slide down as well. And that is a solid start for Thomas. That
good safety run there.
That shove to fakie is going to be after time as well, so that is absolutely fine.
There's Jarmo.
Here we go. Now this guy, Jarmo, if you come and skate at Simple Session, you will absolutely know this dude. He will be the guy speaking to you before you get here. He's looking after you. He doesn't get to skate at Simple Session much.
He's got 2 kids.
These 2 1-minute runs will probably be the most skating he's done all weekend.
Absolutely.
He comes and gets involved.
Absolutely. He's the one that herds up all the skaters to come get in on time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's got a big job to do.
He is a ripper, but pretty much goes from behind his laptop to skating the course in qualifiers every year. And I love that he still does it.
Absolutely.
Making it count as well. Really mixing it up between the rails, the transition. 20 seconds still on the clock. Yeah, the Smith grind there as well. Absolute Estonian ripper is Jarmo.
Nice little front side ollie.
Handling problems.
Holding it together. He's doing really well.
And skating fast.
Skating fast. Oh. I can see he's got a Nightwood skateboard, Melis board, like the only pro skateboarder in Estonia.
Ah, no way.
That's his pro board.
And Melis is here.
He's here. He's going to be
We're going to see him later on today.
Last time he skated, he had the wildest pair of trousers I've ever seen.
Amazing.
Like rainbow denim.
Melis is in jam number 12, alongside Jaime Mateu, Danny Leon, and Julian Agliardi. We have some heavy hitters to come. But right now, in for his first 1-minute run, we've got Tim Aguilar coming out of Riverside, California, doing it for Foundation, Crook Skate Shop. And whilst he's here, he's getting a load of snaps for Thrasher as well, because he's a Thrasher photographer.
Incredible.
Amazing skater.
Was here last year, of course, with the rest of the Blood Wizard team.
Yeah. When they did an incredible tour around, they were between the contests just hitting all of the spots that Tallinn and kind of beyond had to offer, right?
Yeah.
Came in early, ahead of the contest, and they were just ripping it up. If you want to check that out, if you just search for, like, I don't know what it's called, but if you search for Estonia and on
Here's
Thrasher.
the Blood Wizard and Thrasher and
Huge.
Estonia.
Huge trip. There we go. That backside boneless up on that quarter there as well.
This guy can definitely handle. He knows how to skate a transition, which is perfect.
Also worth mentioning as well, if you want to heighten the experience today, you can get your fantasy simple session team in. How cool is that? If you search for
That's
Flip
good.
Game, FLYP game, you can get a fantasy team in. 4 riders, you have a budget. I'm pretty sure you can still do it. I'm not sure if it's been closed because qualifiers have started, but yeah, Flip Game. If you want to get involved, pick 4 riders. You'll get your score at the end of the contest as to how they've done.
We've got Rokas back up again from Udena in Latvia.
Getting it done in run number 2, surfing out that slide a little bit and straight into that board slide down as well. Looking great. He's winning a lot of contests around Lithuania at the moment. But this is his first time at Simple Session. He's kind of been earning his stripes and then getting to come here. It really is kind of like a benchmark, isn't it? It's like a milestone. If you're skating, you know, you've got to be out winning your kind of local contests, doing good things in your country, and then come to Simple Session and get in. I know it means a lot to the Estonian skaters and other Baltic skaters that get to come here.
Yeah.
There's a real benchmark in European skating getting into this contest. So anyone that's qualified, big salute to you. And Rokas is absolutely making it happen, doing it for Converse out here today. 10 seconds left on the clock for him. Coming in.
He tried the heel flip again over the bar, but didn't quite make it. Had to kick it away, and that's time for Rokas.
Solid though from Rokas, getting a lot done in both of his runs. The judge is going to like that. Another guy who got a good number of scores on the board, I think. A good number of tricks down that the judges are going to like. Tomas Munkavicius, coming out of Lithuania. Second time out skating Simple Session. Good friends with a lot of the Estonian guys as well, I believe.
I'm sure he's been in more than twice.
I have on the
recognise his
sheet in
face.
front of me, second time at Simple Session.
I just slipped into a willy grind there on that 50-50. Thing is, when you bow like that, when you bow like that and you've got to run up one of these quarter pipes, it takes so much energy out of you.
Yeah, definitely. This is the challenge, isn't it? It's like, as well, where it's big, you've got to get the speed up to be able to hit a lot of the things. So once you lose that momentum, it's not like the skate plazas we were talking about earlier, where it's like, oh yeah, just take a push and I'm back in.
Yeah.
It can take a minute to get back into this, especially if you're one of the transition guys. You've got 1 minute on the clock, you drop a trick and you're like, I now don't have the speed for the rest of the run. How am I going to get back into this? It's really,
Got to drag
really hard.
yourself up to the top of the quarter pipe and try again.
Thomas hustling though to get that last trick done. Oh, going for the front blunt shove out as well.
Just misses it. He did just about pop it just in time, but just slipped out.
Yeah, just about slipped out. I think, yeah, you're right. It's close to the mark. He's hustled hard enough that the judges will kind of let it go. I think that's the great thing about contests like this. It's not the Olympics where it's going to be like a hard cut-off. It's like, do you know what? You were pretty much there. Like, we'll let that count.
There's Yarmo.
Yarmo going for alley-oop front lip.
Rarely, lesser seen. What's he got for us here? It's going to hit the ledge. Front side 180, fakey nose grind.
Oh, going for the board slide through the King's Rail. I haven't touched that. I was skating it in practice the other day, the puck. I think that's maybe one of the only things that I didn't even look at skating with the kink on the end. It's dangerous. It is dangerous. But we were seeing people flipping into that. We'll see them flipping in, I'm sure, later today. Yarmo pulling, I'm going to say, the first early grab of the contest as well.
I'm sure it won't be the last.
I hope we see more love and early grab.
I want to see some belly hard.
Flip back tail up on the corner for Yarmo Kangro. And he is happy with that. Actually,
nice
should
last trick.
Flip back T, and then literally, look, he's up the stairs and back off to the office.
He's got to.
That is it. He's got to go and work.
Yeah.
He's got to go and work. He's literally working on this contest right now. Like I say, Yarmo, the guy that is looking after all the skaters. Every skater out here loves Yarmo. Mainly because, yeah, he is literally looking after them. He's making sure that they're surviving whilst they're in Estonia.
And back to Tim.
Yeah, Tim coming back in. Out here on work and play.
sweep. Is that a
Sweeper to disaster, I'd say, yeah.
Back 50.
50 through. Yeah, definitely a transition ripper. But really can't wait to see. Yes! Switching it up on the big quarter there. Can't wait to see the snaps that he's got whilst he's been here. Snaps. As they're professionally known for Thrasher whilst he's been here. Yeah, the guy's absolutely ripping. We've got some huge names in the contest this year. But he's definitely been out hanging out with people like Jake Woodton. Jaws is coming up in not too long.
Oh, of course, Jaws. Yeah, Jaws.
Ben Rayborn.
Ben
Skating
Rayborn's
simple session this year. Tim.
Crazy.
Obviously good friends with all those dudes. Rips it up with them as well on the transition. There's a beautiful textbook sweeper up on that big Red Bull quarter.
Lovely.
Tim, there we go. Speaking of Jaws,
There
hanging
he
out
is.
there with him.
In the next heat, we've got Iago Brasciani, Ivo Kisand from Tartu,
Pablo Carranza coming out of Santander, and Larun Berenetsia. And if I've said that wrong, I'm sorry.
then
I'm
I don't
English.
blame you.
Yeah. Here we go, checking out some highlights of heat number 3. Thomas Munkevicius getting it done, mixed it up. Oh, I love a blunt pivot fakie as well. It's a fun feeling trick. K grind down the ledge. There's Yarmo, looking like he was almost going to fly off the side of the box there. There we go, the beautiful front disaster. He does them so well. There we go, the foot plant up as well.
Front 180, fakie nose grind.
Ah, he's got them. He's got them on lock. And then this.
Backflip to tail.
The flip back tee on the Visit Estonia quarter. Yarmo getting it done. Tim Aguilar. That sweeper up on the quarter as well. Some great transition went down in heat number 3. Shouts to everyone in the live chat. We've got people waking up right now. 8:05 Central Coast, California says they're locked in. It's 3:10 a.m.
What are you doing?
Sleep.
Go back to bed, mate.
3:10 a.m. couldn't sleep. So let's go. Coffee and skateboarding. Big love to you locked in right now on the X Games YouTube live chat. Got sourced saying, is this live? Yeah, we are live and direct right now.
And
in
there's
Australia,
there's Yarmo in the judges box.
He's up there. We go. He's got his headset back on. He's straight back in the game.
Yarmo.
Straight back in the game. Liam Ford locked in. He says it's 8:12 p.m. Saturday here in Australia. Time zones all over the place right now. Big love to everyone locked in. If you want to shout, make sure you get involved in the chat. The great thing about the qualifying day is it's a bit more chilled. We're a bit more laid back. We've got a whole stack of skaters to get through. 47, 48 skaters, I believe we've got in skateboarding qualies. So just kick back and enjoy. Chill with us. Have a great time. Get those snacks, all the coffee in, like we were saying.
So we got the judges going through last jam. We can see points coming in. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, points dropping in. Simon Gerber, the guy to beat, the Swiss assassin. Just 15 years old, setting the benchmark. And here we go. We see how those scores get shaken up. Tim Aguilar getting it done, 59.83. Those sweepers were loved by the judges.
Really good show by the Estonians. We got 2 Estonians in the top 4. So
Yeah, absolutely. Crushing it right
be happy
now.
with that.
Rokas getting a 35.83. Thomas getting a 32.75. And Yarmo a 39.75, putting him into 4th place. But we move into jam number 4 right now. Like we say, Iago Brasciani coming out of Brazil. Ivo Kisand from Tartu. He's a local for this contest, so the crowds, I hope, are going to go wild for him. Got Pablo Carranza also out of Santander doing it for Vans and Jar. And we have Larun Berenetsia coming out of Sapella doing it for Element. And I'm told Larun has a Mark 7 Volkswagen Golf.
big exhaust, bean can exhaust, as we used to call them.
Yeah,
when I
pops
was a
and
kid.
bangs. Pops and bangs.
Pops and bangs.
Doesn't that just break your car, though?
Running a little bit rich on your fuel mix there, mate.
I'm going to pretend I know what you're talking about.
It pops and it bangs because there's too much fuel going through the exhaust, and when it ignites in the exhaust, that's what makes the bang.
It makes the bang.
So he's
And then
running
it does break your car.
It probably doesn't do any good.
Yeah, perfect. Amazing.
At least I think that's what it is.
Love that.
Please correct me in the live chat if I'm wrong.
Laroon doesn't care. He's got the cool car, he's got the cool sponsors, and he's out here at Simple Session. He's having a great time.
So Yago's already up. He's already done a frontside 180.
Doing it for Brazil.
Popped a nice nose blunt there.
Do you want to know something wicked about Yago as well? Former professional ballet dancer
Wow.
is Yago.
In Incroyable.
Yeah. He's also a music artist going by the name Young Vinsk. But today, he is under his real name of Yago Bresciani, and he's getting it done at Simple Session. His first 30 seconds, absolutely making it count. Mixing it up nicely, getting a flip trick in there as well. The judges, well aware. I mean, we've got Pat Duffy on the judging panel, well aware of how hard a flip trick mid-run is.
Yeah. Man, if Yago used to be a ballet dancer, his ankles are going to be toast when they're old.
Nah, they'll be great, I think.
Yeah.
few ankle tweakers from skate. Whoa! Flip board slides. That rail as well.
Flip board is hard trick on such a short little rail.
It's tall as well. This is what I mean. Everything at Simple Session looks relative, right? Because it is all big. So you kind of think it looks like a normal size skate park, but absolutely not. Everything here, there's no chillers in this park, right?
There's Ivo Tartu all day, TRT all day.
Legends.
Apparently, also handy in basketball and disc golf.
What is disc golf?
Oh, it's when you play golf, but with a
with a frisbee.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
With a disc, mate. It's a disc. Don't diss it.
Oh, sorry.
And he learned to ride a bike at 18 years old, which is, I think, probably quite old for someone to learn how to ride a bike.
Do you think he was skating before he had a bike? He was like, do you know what?
I think probably.
I don't need 2 wheels. I've got 4. TRT all day, being wrapped all over his body and his board. 50-50 down the ledge. Also doing it for Minth Court 2. Cruising over to the
Saying what's up to Reina Gao there. Estonian videographer and photographer.
Getting it done on that streety section to the side here. Oh, going for the half flip over the driveway.
And that is time. No, not a bad first run.
Evil is forbidden on the X Games chat, saying
Really?
awesome Saturday night here in New Zealand, watching this, just chilling, kicking back.
Pablo Carranza, quite clearly sponsored by Vans here. From Spain, Santander in Spain, 33 years old. Regular skating for Vans, Jart, Piranha, Monkey Energy Drink, and Mama.
And also, a Save the Beached Dolphins life. Pablo.
What a kind man.
What a guy. Blasting frontside air as well. He was doing them in practice all day. That frontside ollie up as well.
Ticking off all those big boxes.
Oi! That front Smith just kind of slipping up on the box, but still going for it anyway. Going down into the disaster. Not sure if he was going for the disaster just because that kind of was how it worked out with the Smith or not. We'll probably see on run number 2. Mixing it up, getting a bit streety as well.
50.
Yeah, 50 through that long driveway section. Coming up, yeah, with the nice foot plant, the beam plant. Up on the takeoff for the jump box. Oh, going for the wall ride up there as well.
Wall ride grabbing, I'm assuming that's going to be.
Yeah, he was trying that one yesterday. Nolan Miskell as well. Got a wall ride pull-in.
Oi! Cheeky. Not seen anyone do that yet. That's time.
Part of the Spanish crew out here, alongside people like Jaime Mateu and Danny Leon, who you'll be seeing in qualifiers later on. They've got a real group of them out here. all rip in transition. They just love it.
They love a
They
transition,
love it.
big tranny, don't they?
Speaking of the Spanish crew as well, let's get Larune Baronezia onto the course, doing it for Element, Styling Shop and Piranha.
He was skating really good yesterday in the practice.
Absolutely. Smashing it.
Super good.
Someone that mixes up both transition and street. And for me, that is what you're going to need to do to win this contest. You can't skate one or the other. The judges are going to want to see you being able to hit both. Yeah, nice indie transfer from the quarter to the flat bank in the middle there. That also creating a channel gap that Larune's good friends.
Over the bridge rainbow rail there.
Danny Leon hitting that channel gap yesterday. Absolutely wild. There we go, coming in for the front tail to fakie.
Lucky with that one.
Landing onto the nose, coming out, but getting it done. Front board down as well. Nice.
10 seconds left. You might be able to slip one more in.
So do you know what? Not quite the run that Larune was hoping for with the fall on the second trick on that nose pick, but
backside biggie, backside nollie biggie.
The nollie biggie to disaster to finish off. I think he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, he's done
That's
right.
not going to hurt him. And with a good second run, there we go. Speaking of Danny, they're showing him some love, as well as Pablo as well. A real good group of the Spaniards out here this year. But I don't think that's going to hurt him too bad. He's had a couple of falls, but he also managed to get a ton done in that run. So run number 2, I'm pretty sure he can, if he can pull a full run there, the judges are going to give him a very good score.
Yargo coming in again.
Yeah, getting it done, like we say. Going to need to be hitting both. We said we weren't seeing the
grab,
last early grab of the day.
is.
Yes, Yargo. Going for the flip backboard again. It's a short rail, like you say, Mark, to get on that.
Yeah.
Flip that board onto, hold the board slide and come out to fakie. It's pretty much like a frontside flip, slapping the board part way through, right?
Yeah, just got that dink off the end. Very difficult to control, especially on this floor as well. Alley-oop, indie. Yeah, fakie.
Fakie on the quarter. Coming back through for something fakie on the Visit Estonia quarter.
And he might be able to slip in one more trick here if he's smart about how he gets back up that ramp. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Little melon, street grab.
Who doesn't love a street grab?
Oh, I love a street grab.
Speaking of street grabs, like I was saying earlier, Jaws coming up later.
Oh, he loves a street grab.
Oh, he loves a street grab.
He'll 540 on with a street grab, won't he?
Wild, outrageous. I was talking to him last night about some of the big gaps that he's done. I'm sure he gets sick of it as well. Everyone being like, can you just talk to me about your big gaps and your drops that you've hit?
Here's Avo again. Front lip. Oh, and just slips out there. I would be sweating so much with a woolly hat.
Yeah, it is warm, isn't it?
Oh, and he's penguined out.
Yes!
Penguin slide out.
Like we were saying earlier, one of the locals here in Tartu must feel very cool for him to have Simple Session back and it's home, and also to have a brand new skate park that's opened up where Simple Session originally happened. The original park that Simple Session was held on.
That's amazing.
Risto and Mario and Pirette as well, who kind of set up Simple Session between them.
Oi, and he's come off.
They literally helped build that park, the original park that was there. They were helping build that.
It must be so nice to see like a brand new park on there as well.
It must be crazy
it's
for them.
a really nice park.
Yeah, it must
really
be
nice park.
Crazy for them to see that. Going for the late
shove.
Unshove. Down the big drop off the kicker off the driveway.
Group number 5, get ready. Your warm-up's coming in about 2 minutes. You got Pablo and Larune, the 2 rippers from Spain.
So, Pablo Carranza.
We come back to the transition ripper, the ace. 33 years old, doing it for Vans and Jart.
He's a proper unit, isn't he? He's a big lad.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him.
But
like a boulder.
is what helps him to generate that speed. kind of got a bit of like the Pedro Barros kind of
like Peter Hewitt, like
unit
bulk.
Yeah.
Just flying around the course now, just marking off those boxes. He gets the Smith stall to disaster on the lower box, which he missed on his first run.
So I wasn't sure in the first run if he was trying to take it to disaster or if that was just what happened.
Whoa,
what was that?
That was great.
The accidental,
Like
it was
Willy grind and then just managed to stay on it.
the Willy grind pushing the foot along the floor whilst it happens. We're going to say that counts. If the judges don't score that, I will personally be going up there and kicking off.
Yeah, you're gonna toss Pat Duffy off the top rope. Maybe.
We'll have a word.
See what he's got board side.
Drop
Yeah,
it,
you
drop
see,
him a
you can
message.
just even on a board side, it can just absolutely kick your ass that rail. Last trick time, maybe I'll get something in. He's gonna try anyway.
This one is for the crowds. And you watching at home, oh, he got a bit squirrely just trying to generate that speed. That's the most annoying feeling when you're pushing hard and you're like, yeah, cool, but you just lean forward that little bit.
Yeah, and then he back wiggles out.
Too much.
Yeah, done.
Johnny Gann calling that a 1 foot lazy grind.
Sounds about right. Here's Laroon coming in again.
Maroon to round out jam. Oh, to round out jam number 4. He's not had the best of luck on that Red Bull quarter, but he did, as I was saying earlier, get a lot done in run number 1. But he really needs to get back on. He really needs to just shake this off because both runs count. We're going to be saying it all day. In the finals tomorrow, it is best run. But for qualifiers, both runs are being scored.
Back D, 5-0 over the rainbow roll.
He's getting back into it. He needs to have a really good 30 seconds here.
Yeah,
Laroon.
he's got to stay on now.
Yeah.
Front side floater.
Ollie.
Front crook. Oh, and the floor takes him
It's
out.
a real hard trick. The front crook on that, we're coming out onto that floor, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Really got to stay over the top.
Makes it a really fast park. It makes it rapid, and you will see people absolutely flying around it later. BMXers as well, absolutely sending it around this place. But it does make the floor that little bit more slippy.
Do the BMXers suffer with the same slipperiness?
Yeah, not as bad as us on the boards, but yeah, you can definitely notice it.
Do they just like let air out the tyres or something? I genuinely
Just mountain
have no
bike
idea.
it. Just mountain bike it instead.
Keep it on the big screen for
So we're on to jam number 5. Well, maybe we'll see some highlights. Here's Iago, faking nose blunt. It's gonna be an alley-oop front side grab. TRT all day.
Nice, the board slide down.
Avo there.
Backed up by the 50. Pablo just vibing.
Australian represents.
Doing it for Santander.
It's going to be this front Smith.
Beautiful part of Spain that as well, Santander. Some
Disaster.
amazing parks in that part of the world too. We did a trip once with Element in the Basque country. And oh my word, have you ever skated over there? Have you ever skated over that way? South of France, North
no.
Spain?
Oh, actually, I think I have. I think I skated Seville.
Oh,
And it was so hot.
yeah.
It's just impossible to do anything.
There's some amazing parks down there and some real kind of transition skating royalty down that way as well. I say down because we're extremely far north right now. In Tartu, I've got to remember not to say Tallinn, Estonia. I'm so used to saying Simple Session in Tallinn, Estonia. Today, we are back in Tartu, the home, the OG home of Simple Session. And the judges getting it done right now. You can see him locking in the scores.
There's Chamo wiggling his eyebrows.
Simon Gerber still way out in front at the moment.
Yeah, he's absolutely smashing it. I mean, he's like, what, 10
see.
points clear? It's just ridiculous.
10 points clear of Tim Aguilar. Well, 12 points pretty much.
Have we just given
And
away
those-
what the scores are?
We haven't seen him locked in yet.
No, that's true. Yeah,
we can see him gradually dropping in on our screen.
Pat Duffy is now entering.
If you see Pat Duffy hit the enter key, that usually means we're having a score popping up here.
Yeah.
So there we go. You see Laroon Baronetsia managing to make it happen, getting a 52.16, putting himself into 4th right now. I think he will be a bit disappointed with that, knowing what he could have done. And we'll have to see if that is going to stand the test of time, because being in 4th right now is great, but there is 20 points between Simon and Laroon right now, and as we head through, you're going to see that those scores get filled in, those gaps get filled in.
Absolutely. Now the next jam, we have Alvaro Recuero.
We've got Christian Navarrete as well.
Niels
Jonna Nordlund.
and of course Niels Erik
He is, I believe, not riding, Niels Erik.
Really?
Maybe picked up an injury. Just had word in my ear that Niels Erik may well not be in this one.
That's a shame.
Which explains why we can see only 3 people on the park getting warmed up right now.
It's a shame. Niels is really good.
Not sure if he's taken a slam.
Yeah, you might be right. He's not riding. Same with Christo Oismets, who
took a slam in practice
blew
today.
his knee out or something. Yeah, it's really bad. Went down to see him in the tent, and he's just like looking really, really glum, as he would do. Could like get a big ice pack on his knee, waiting for an ambulance. So just see what happens. See what happens with Christo. I hope he's okay. There's Alvaro.
Another one
of
the Spanish crew.
Another one of those continentals.
Transition ripper. Oh, he's decided he wants to start somewhere else.
So Alvaro's coming in. Remember, it's best just to hang on, stay on.
Yeah.
Little ollie out there.
Big ollie to get it started. Front side ollie on the bank as well. Heel flip. Up as well. Just slightly under rotating the flip on that. 45 seconds still on the clock though for Alvaro Recuero.
Love the Spanish riders. We were just down in Spain a couple weeks ago for World Cup Tour. Good to see him out here in simple session. Jumping up.
Ollie up. 30 seconds left on the clock for him. Front side ollie the quarter.
What's it going to be?
Oh, he really wants this heel flip.
Don't get stuck on one trick, mate. Little ollie fakie. Might have time for 2 tricks. One last trick.
You got 10 more seconds.
Yeah, he's going to have to hustle to get there if he wants to make this one. Yeah, it's going to be a bit too long for the judges. They might give you a little layback frontside grind. Yeah, the judges will probably give you a little bit of leeway if you're pretty much there. And, you know, you pop in maybe a second after the buzzer. I'm sure the judges...
They're still watching.
They're still watching. And you end up in that sweet, like, grace period there, where if you land something, it's great. But if you bail, it's all right. It's the second half the time.
Yeah, so, yeah, you're still going to be all right.
Yeah.
Christian Navarrete there.
Christian Navarrete, legend, was ripping the streets yesterday. Coming out of Santiago, but lives in Finland. With the ollie over. Yeah, he did a nose slide, drop down, like it was a flat ledge, dropped down onto a ledge, down a set of stairs. It was very, very cool yesterday.
Christian, of course, is the older brother of Darren Navarrete, skating for Creature. He's not really, I just completely made that up.
I was going to say, I was like, no diss to Darren, but I think he's older than 38.
He might be.
Doing it for Grau skateboards, oneness wheels.
Big smile on his face, always nice to see.
Yeah, we get a lot of Finnish skaters coming over to Simple Session. Like we say, obviously coming out of Santiago in Chile, but living in Finland right now.
See, even a kickflip on this floor is just, there's no guarantees. It's just so hard to skate. And again, last trick, 6 seconds, 4 seconds.
The ollie to flat, big impact. Just coming off the front.
And that's time.
Christian going to need to really make it count in his second run. But still vibing, enjoying the session today. And then a friend of his coming out of Helsinki, doing it for DC, Jonna Nordland, who has some of the best flip tricks I've ever seen. He just blasted like a 4-foot-high nollie flip on flat yesterday. Oh, look at the shape on that ollie.
Little shifty there.
When you can make an ollie look that good. Oh, look at the nollie 180 as well.
Floaters.
Speaking of floaters, the fakie ollie to Smith as well. Tray flip over the driveway, coming back. Oh, coming off the lip slide through. Yeah, that kinked rail.
It's not kind. Unforgiving.
He's unforgiving. That is the word for it, Mark. Nollie flip, going for that over the driveway.
You could tell he's got him down, couldn't he?
20 seconds left on the clock for Jonna Nordland. The most chill style, yeah, chilling nose grinds, doing it properly as well, like mannying the nose grind.
Little pop out the end.
No touch, and the floor just taking him out on the crooked grinds. He's having a good time. I think enough in there for the judges to work with as well. They're gonna.
Yeah, they can tell they can tell he's on it. So I think they'll score him kindly.
I think the first kind of 30-40 seconds of the run there, scoring well for him. Definitely maxing out those style points, right?
Absolutely. Now we're back round to Alvaro Leguero from Madrid in Spain. 27 years old.
Yeah.
Layback 5-0.
Revert in the layback frontside grind. Will we see the heel flip here up the driveway? Oh, just under rotating again. The heel flip not quite working for him this time around. Robert Wilson in the chat saying, I love skating. That's good, Robert. You're in the right place. We've got loads. We've got loads of skating for you. And Liam Ford asking, is Jaws in this comp? Yes, Jaws will be later on today.
A little bit later he's going to be in. I'm not sure what jam he's going to be in. He'll be soon.
I will have a little look ahead in a moment's time when you are talking through the highlights, Mark. Yes, okay. There we go. Alvaro getting that heel flip done. The crowds showing their appreciation for that as well.
Time for your last trick, Alvaro.
Showing Alvaro the love. He's worked for that one.
He's going to try for the heel flip. No, he's not.
No, going up for the ledge. And that right there, time for Alvaro. And we're going to go straight to Christian Navarrete, hoping to get a bit of redemption on this run. An amazing skater that just didn't quite manage to put it together in run number 1, but has some amazing tricks that he can pull. There's that ollie over.
Maybe the first run will kind of give him a little wake up, shake up, and he'll figure out, yep, he stayed on.
He did really well to get away with that.
He did, didn't he?
Through the slippery floor. And that just kind of...
again, nearly buckled there.
I think that shows as well just how much that kink at the bottom of the rail can throw you off. He really wants his frontside nose slide. The lesser seen handrail frontside nose slide. I appreciate it's not a street handrail, but you know, the down rail.
You don't have to see a good front nose, do you?
Good front nose on a down rail like that. It's usually a ledge trick. Yeah, nice nose slide across the whole driveway. This is going a bit better for Christian this time around.
Oh, he's going up.
Trying to go for the board side up the rail.
10 seconds left. He might just be able to get another trick in. He tried to kick flip on flat again. Did you not learn from the first time?
Christian Navarrete, I think run number 2 is going to score him more than run number 1.
Yeah, definitely. Little wave to the crowds.
And our final rider, good friends with Christian, as we were saying. We found them out just sessioning in the streets yesterday. That was when I saw the nose slide. They were just out having a session with Marius as well from Helsinki. The Finnish crew coming out. Oh, that looked like such a nice pop over as well. Just getting away from him. Looked so floaty.
It's mad, isn't it? Like with skateboarding, like you'd think after they've been practicing all day, they'd want to go back to the hotel and relax, but they don't. They just still go out skateboarding.
Yep. The guys here are skating All day, every day.
All day,
It's
yeah.
wild. And then they'll skate to the party in the evening as well.
Yeah,
Oh, going for the nollie backside flip as
nollie
well.
flip.
Nollie backside flip, that would be
That'd be
sweet.
lovely over that little driveway there. Let's see if he's going to try again.
So chilling.
Backside
the
nollie.
shape on that. Perfect.
Look at his beautiful long hair.
He was going for the
What a dreamboat.
fakey nose pick. What a dreamboat. Going for the fakey nose pick up on the quarter there. 10 seconds on the clock.
What's it going to be? Is he going to try another one? Oh, he's
And
giving up. It's time.
It's time for Jonna. They've been out stacking clips. So Simple Session just kind of one part of their trip over to Tartu. And I think that's the great thing. Like, you've kind of got to experience Simple Session in person, because the contest, the bit that we commentate on, is just one small part of it. We've had jams,
Oh,
we've
man,
had the new park
yeah.
opening. We had everyone hitting a half pipe on a boat yesterday, or
Yeah.
Friday even. No, it's Thursday.
Like,
So what day of the week is it?
I was just walking through town, like, I went for dinner with my family who's come over, and there, you could just see people, you could hear skating, you could see you could see these guys skating
Yeah.
the streets, like, around every corner. So
If you're a skater or BMXer, or you just love skating or BMXing, make it part of your agenda to get out to Estonia at some point for Simple Session.
yeah, Tartu has some really, really good spots.
Yeah, really great spots.
And you won't have seen them in any skate videos either.
Checking out the highlights at the moment. The nice tray flip. Do you want to talk us through whilst I find out what heat Jaws is in?
That's Johnny. There are the judges.
There we go. Jaws is going to be in jam number 10 for you later on.
And
a lot of
that's-
people hyped to see him.
Well, that was jam number 5 we just saw. And there's Pat Duffy doing a bit of housekeeping.
Yeah, alongside Christian Preek and Vesa Ikola.
There's Christian Einar, who's announcing right now on the floor, just behind them.
Joined by the legend that is Mr. Dave
D
Duncan.
squared, Dave Duncan. Simon Gerber still up top. Jonna has just slipped in in eighth place. Still got 2 Estonians in the top 8, which is really, really good.
Yeah, so not shaking up too much. Jonna Nordland getting into 8th. And I think we're going to start to see some heavy, heavy scores coming in soon. Looking down the list, we start to see people like Alex DeCuna, Nolan Miskell, Ben Rayborn, Sean Hale. What a ripper Sean Hale is.
For Birdhouse.
Aaron, Jaws Hamoki, Matthias Del Olio as well. It's going to be ripping. Jam number 6 right now, though. Speaking of ripping, Christopher Setinas, Maxims, I'm going to absolutely butcher his name,
Theophilovs.
coming out of Riga.
And Jakob Aruvald from Canada, who is currently living in Tallinn.
Do you find that now you live in Estonia, Mark, you
Yeah.
are better with the names?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite easy with Estonian because you say it exactly phonetically as it's written.
See.
Like you might have, if it was French and their name was Jean, you would say Jean.
Yeah.
And there are silent letters. Or like the word Mercedes in English has 3 E's and they're all pronounced differently. But in Estonian, if you see something written in Estonian, you know exactly how every single letter is pronounced, so you can kind of blag it, and once visually you get your head around it,
Amazing.
you can start saying the words. So next up we have Christopher coming in. Oh, beautiful little pop in on that crook.
There's the front tail
Lovely
across.
front tail.
I love the pop out as well. A good
Yeah.
pop out of a tail slide or a nose slide goes a long way. The judges will love that as well. They know
Just
what they're looking for.
confidence in it, yeah, just really solid. But
The confidence, the control, style as well.
yeah,
You're kind of getting all round marked up for that. Go for the backside flip
Backside
over.
flip.
Risky move.
very risky to do a flip trick over that driveway unless it's like a tray flip or something.
But then we did see with Simon Gerber,
There's
our
a
current
cap.
leader, he did a frontside flip over that gap. The judges loved it. He's sat on a wild score right now.
Oh, a first flip into a grind there. I think that's going to be a what? Is that going to be a flip front 5-0 or a flip 50-50?
Flip 50 down the ledge. Simon did a flip front board down the rail.
Ah, yeah.
In his
yeah,
run.
my mistake.
Going for the flip back 50 as well. So if he can make that happen, Christopher is going to, I'm sure, be sat on a great score. Those flip in, flip out kind of tricks, anything flipping your board, the judges are going to be marking up in a contest run. If he could get the backside flip, the flip 50 as well, judges going to absolutely love that.
Next up, we have Maxim's Theophilovs, Latvia, Riga in Latvia. It's going for opera wheels and boards. LV. And what looks like FP as well.
He loves the switch tricks as well.
Does he now?
Maxims, yeah, he loves getting a bit switched, which we haven't seen too much of. There we go, a beautiful tuck knee into the back disaster, trying to slow down a little bit, coming off that, getting through the front side lip slide.
He clung on, didn't he?
Ooh.
Switch front board, lovely.
Making that work, fair play to Maxims. Oh, just coming undone on that kickflip there, but the hairy start to that run. Do you know what? The judges will love that as well, like being a little bit on edge, a little bit, a little bit risky.
Won't it? He made it. He's got maybe 2 more tricks in here if he's smart this time.
Just trying to go back for the kickflip.
Yeah.
Is he going to switch it up? He is, yeah. Smart move. Just put the kickflip behind you, get that last trick in, something down the rail, going for the front blunt.
And that is
a scary one to hit with the kink on the bottom. If he gets that, it will definitely score him well. So run number 1 done for Maxims. And then we go to Jakub Aravold.
Skate Converse. He loves that metallic. I always see him in that Metallica t-shirt. I see him skating around Tallinn. I last skate with him at the Bolt d'Arm. He loves a manual, loves a front blunt, loves a front crook.
Do you know when he moved to Tallinn? Because he is originally from Canada, from Toronto.
No, but I mean, I think he's been there like roughly the same time, maybe a little bit longer.
What, as you have been?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Loves a front side blunt.
Loves a front blunt.
Oh, going for the blunt flip as well. Again, talking about risk versus reward. It's a risky trick to throw in, but you know what? If you get it, the judges are going to be all over that.
Absolutely. He's got to be smart with his time now, because he hasn't actually landed that much. So I think he's got to really try and pull something out here if he wants to try and make it through. So yeah, got one last go. Just got to him a little bit too much there. Maybe on his second run he'll be able to drag something together, but he'll just have to work extra hard to try and make a good impression. He looks like Jake Johnson.
Yes.
Looks like Jake Johnson. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
James confirmed.
Okay, going back to Christopher Setinas.
Please let's make some noise for Christopher Setinas.
He's actually Jakub's friend from Canada.
Oh, really?
Loves a crooked grind and showing just how good he is with that opening one there. Yeah, that front side tail slide.
He's got them locked in there. They were both absolutely textbook.
Where's he going to switch it up over Smith grind?
He looks like he wanted to try something else, but it looked okay to me.
Oh, there we go.
Flip. This is what we should have seen.
Okay, there's the confidence that he's
doing really good. Cab.
Okay, so are we going to see this flip front 50 down the ledge? Is that what he's going for again? Oh,
just missed it.
So frustrating. He's done the hard bit. He's got the flip. He's caught it. He's ready to lock it in, and that front truck just slipping over.
Missed out, yeah. He's got to have a chance. He might just have time to. Oh, I think that's redeemed him, and he'll have another punt out on the way back. So
here we go. Switch one. Oh no, he's going for something else. Switching it up, or is he? Oh, this might be a little bit too long after time.
Flip crook.
Flip crook. So that's all right.
I think that flip 50-50. kind of saved him a bit.
So textbook as well, getting that done.
Lovely. Next up, Maxims. Let's see what he's got.
Camille in the X Games live chat saying, loving all the contests going on right now. Thanks for joining us, Camille. Thanks for locking in.
Yep.
We have hours of skateboarding still to go for you.
Let's see what he's got for us.
Oh, going for the flip.
Was that going to be a flip front blunt?
I think it was front board by the looks of things, where the truck ended up on the rail. Big rail to be flipping onto, big rail to be doing anything on. But there we go. Talk about the switch stance, right? Talk about the switch stance. That is a nice little combo of the flip front board to the switch front board back.
Floor just took him out though, it's such a shame.
He wants it. Wow. Yeah, definitely what he's going for, that flip front board. He's kind of seeing that he's only got 15 seconds on the clock at the point at which he looked up. So kind of only really got time for one more. He really wants this flip front board. The pressure. The pressure.
Must be so tough out there. Round of applause for Maxims.
He's having a good time.
Didn't quite produce. Artur Bogdanovic.
Also, his fellow Latvian skater.
Jakub Arvald always does a little knocking thing on his board before he drops in. Yeah, 3 times for every run.
For anyone that doesn't kind of know this part of the world, though, a lot of kind of like Finnish and Latvian skaters out here, because it's really not that far away, is it? Right? Latvia is like
Latvia's a little drive away.
Riga's a 2-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
To get a flight from Helsinki is about 45 minutes. So
you can get a ferry 2 hours.
Yeah, so exactly from Tallinn, right? We're kind of more southeast right now, aren't we? Southeast Estonia. But yeah, so you'll see a lot of the Baltic skaters. They know each other very well.
Yeah, the Finns and the Estonians always have a really good relationship.
The skate scenes kind of merge a little bit, don't they? Yeah. Like you end up crossing paths a lot, and it's really, really cool to see, and a real privilege to kind of get to come out and join the crew that kind of already exists out here whenever we're out at Simple Session. Always, like I was saying earlier, kind of welcomed in. Oh, just not quite happening right now for Jakub.
Yeah, I think the nerves got to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe one more trick. Dave Duncan's egging him on. One more, Jakub. See it. And he tried the flip front board again. Didn't quite do it. And that's time. That's time for Jakub. We're going to see some highlights and then move on to jam number 7.
Yeah.
There's Christopher. Oh, it's going to be... We're going to see some scores after these highlights. Beautiful cab there. Front tail, little pop out. Backside flip. A little scoop there.
Oh, that flip 50 was just textbook, wasn't it?
Perfect.
You don't get better than that.
Really, really nice.
And look at that tuck knee as well. Like I was saying earlier, I think if you're going to want to win Simple Session this year, you are going to need to mix it up between the transition and the street elements. You are really going to have to hit a bit of everything out here.
Absolutely,
That is what wins Simple Session. The score's going to get locked in for jam number 6. That is what our judges are doing right now. Pat Duffy, part of the esteemed panel. Dave Duncan looking into the camera there. For all of you guys watching in the US right now, couple of American legends for you right there on screen. Alongside, like I was saying earlier, Baltic legends Christian Prick and Vesa Ikola. We're going to check out the scores from this, see if it shakes anything up, and then we're going to head to a little break. Chance to get some more snacks, get some drinks, get some coffee if you're watching at 3, nearly 4 a.m. right now. As some of you committed bunch are. Big love to you wherever you're watching right now, if it's the night time because you're in Australia or New Zealand, or if it's early morning because you're in America. Big love to you.
See Pat Duffy now just punching the scores in.
Timothy Tice saying double D on the live chat.
D squared.
And Kitty just sending loads of hearts. Just having a great time.
Thank you, Kitty. Here's some scores. So Christopher Setinas pushes his way into fourth.
Nice. Christopher, the only one breaking into those top spots. Maxims Feofilovs getting a 27. Jakob with a 13.33. Currently sat on the bubble for top 15 is Christian Navarrete. We'll be back with Jam 7 at Simple Session 2024 very soon.
Simple Session, baby, let's go.
Social media stuff, make sure you hashtag Simple Session or Simple Session 24, or if you want to see updates on all that, check the Simple Session Instagram, Facebook pages, Simple Session 24 hashtag. Visit Estonia hashtag and Tartu 2024. All those hashtags, trying to hype it up. number 7 jam session. So everyone must get off the course in the next couple minutes. Get your last runs, guys. We gotta start heat 7 Marius, 7 in, Arturs Bogdanovic, Miro Nunez, and Alex Acuna. And I want to give those 4 guys a decent warm-up. So just about 2 minutes. Let's get everybody off the course. Thanks. You got 2 minutes left. Thank you. Group 7 only right now. Group 7. Thanks.
Simple session, baby. Let's go.
Yes, welcome back to Simple Session 2024, coming to you live from Tartu, Estonia right now. We've just seen the first half of skateboard qualifiers, and we are ready to get into the second half right now. I'm James Threlfall alongside Mark Brewster. How's it going, guys? Thank you for joining us today. Mark, what do you think of what we've just seen?
Yeah, really good standard, but there are some really big hitters coming up.
Oh man, we've got some big names. We were running through them just before. We've got people like Sean Hale, we've got Jaws out there, we've got Danny Leon, we've got some people that are going to hit these big transition gaps that you are seeing around the park right now, and mix it up on the rails as well. Oh, it's going to be huge, right? It's going to be massive.
It's going to be, I mean, there's just going to be destruction. I mean, like Ben Raben.
Oh, yeah. Ben Raben, like, just like forgetting that. Names. Like, there's so many incredible people. But the big talking point right now is that the 15-year-old Swiss Simon Gerber is sat in place number 1 right now.
He's just been untouchable, isn't he?
He's not only the first person to break into the 70s on the scoreboard today, he's the first person to break into anything in the 60s as well. We've got a 59 at second place below him.
Absolutely. Now you can see the next jam. We've got Marius Sivanen, Artur Bogdanovic.
And then we've got Piero Nunez and Alex Dacuna coming out of Milton Keynes as well. Sending big love to you if you are locked in on our YouTube chats right now. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, give us
If
a
you
shout
are
on
on
YouTube.
the Simple Session YouTube live stream or the YouTube live stream over on X Games' channel.
There's Marius, first person I've seen floating over the entire box, first crack.
Yeah, make sure you tell us where you are from right now, where you're locked in. What are your predictions?
Little 5-0 coast to coast on the rainbow rail there. Frontside nollie.
Marius, a real kind of legendary skater here in Europe and the rest of the world. Doing it for New Balance, Levi's, Habitat, Time's Good. The no comply 180, just really chilling.
Yeah, he's looking really relaxed, isn't he? Apart from when he absolutely just freaked out and kicked his board away, yeah.
Going
Thanks
for the
for that, Marius.
transfer up onto the massive quarter there.
Still got plenty of time, he's just cruising. So it's nice to see him relaxed. Shame he didn't land that trick. That'll be his last one. I think he should be okay with that. But he will need to pull his socks up a little bit if he wants to get through the finals tomorrow.
Shouts to Colin Webster, watching from Bristol, from his guitar repair workshop right now. Bristol is kind of near my part of the world,
Back
Colin.
to
so
work.
Big love.
Here's Mr. Boga.
Beans and cheese in Cornwall as well, UK representing right now.
Artur Bogdanovic.
Legend, aka Mr. Boga.
Loves a hill flip.
Loves a hill
Loves
flip.
a hill flip.
There we go, that melon grab over, tweaking that out to the side slightly, yeah.
Little floater there.
See, that's a really smart way, actually, to be able to slow down for the street course, because these quarters, and for those ledges, you come in so hot if you're just dropping straight in off the quarter and then hoping to hit one of the ledges or rails, the down rails.
They're basically vert ramps on each end. It's not like, they're not like kind little ramps. You've got to be able to do big boy tricks.
If you want speed, this course will absolutely give it to you.
Yeah, you're laughing.
You want some? I'll give it you. Half cab heel as well. There we go. There's that heel flip you were talking about right there, Mark.
Little front side floater there.
5-0
5-0. Good, solid start to his first run. Half cab heel nose slide, I think that was going to be.
Yeah, just missing the ledge. 10 seconds left on the clock, though. He's got some solid tricks in there. We were saying earlier, if you are just joining us, the big difference between the qualifiers and the finals at Simple Session, or the big difference in my opinion, is that both runs count in the qualifiers. So you can't drop a run. Where tomorrow, you're going to see that standard lift because riders are going to be able to take more of a risk on their runs, right?
Yeah.
Each rider gets 2 1-minute runs. That is the same for qualifiers and for finals. But like I say, the big difference is today, both of those runs are being scored by judges. So you can have a killer first run. If your second run's rubbish, that is going to hurt you. This, though,
Piero.
the front side feeble to open with the back tail.
Look, would you behold the size of those trousers? I love them.
Now, Piero, he's opened up with a 3-piece, which I don't want to spoil anything, but he was doing a much harder version of that in practice. So
Maybe
I reckon he's getting a good first run, and he's either hoping that's going to take him through to finals, or in run number 2, he's going to level that baby up. That back 180 transfer there as well.
Yeah,
I feel like he's going for the full pull on run number 1, which is a smart move.
He's looking really comfy.
Oh,
Backside flip.
I say he's going for a more chilled one as well, just banging out a backside flip over the driveway.
He could just close out there. He could just set out the rest of his run now.
Quick.
But he's going in again.
Is this the
See what
flip
he's
back
got.
tail?
Oi.
So the buzzer had already gone there. That flip back tail, spoiler alert, is part of that 3-piece that I was saying he opens with, and we will see if he's going to do that. Second trick in run number 2. Watch this space. We'll see if he comes out with it.
Now, what
Charles Samuel was calling them Tom Penny pants right there.
What specialty manoeuvres will Mr. Dacuna be bringing us today?
So please, let's make some noise for Alex
Well, we'll have to see. Timothy Tice commenting on the full pull there. We'll see if Alex Dacuna can do that right now. The 1 foot over the box. There we go, just trying to do everything he can to kill the speed, to be able to get back in for the front blunt down. Nice, varied opener. We'll say it all the way through the qualifiers that the judges are going to want to see you hitting both transition and street, and Alex doing that right now. Going for that switch up on the front board down. The Benihana, come on!
Lord behold the Benihana. All hail.
The back blunt transfer over as well. Alex getting this done right now. This is real good. The judges are going to like this, doing things that no one else is doing, which is nice. Oh,
the floor took it out.
Risky move with that floor. Beans and Cheese saying, go Alex, on the X Games chat right now.
Was that front feeble I think he just did there? And last trick, Alex, cab, kick, flip,
okay.
But he comes off. But not a bad run.
Couple of falls.
He did a Benihana though, and that Benihana will basically guarantee him a spot at the finals.
Guarantee top position, for sure. Now it's going to take a lot to take that top place. Simon Gerber just absolutely crushed it earlier on. But we go back to the top of jam number 7 with Marius Sivan from Helsinki.
Let's see what Marius has got for us.
Whoa!
And he's got a shoe off.
Just slipping out on that lip slide.
God, it looks like it shook him a little bit.
That's kind of the worst though, isn't it? When you come back in, you're kind of on your toes, your weight's back, you can feel you're about to get whipped off, and there's kind of nothing you can do about it. Just hope you don't snap your coccyx. Like you say, he's making that transfer over that driveway look so straightforward as well. That is a big gap.
Driveway, yeah.
Massive. Oh, going for the nose.
That
was, I don't know if it was intentional to slide or not, but it was sliding.
I get the feeling it was.
Slidey.
He's looking very surprised.
If anyone can pull that out, Marius can. Oh, the back.
I think he's going to call it now.
I think he's done. Yeah. He took a big old slam on that gap up to front lip. Fair play though. Got it done again. Like we were saying earlier, real kind of legend in the European skate scene, internationally renowned, but if you're from Finland, he is your guy.
Oh yeah.
We were saying earlier, repping Habitat skateboards as well. What a cool brand that is to rep. And you used to skate for him as well, Mark.
Well, I wouldn't say direct, like they wouldn't have known who I was. It was distro flow, so I don't even know.
That's good though. That's good. Take a bit of that. Free boards.
And
a cool brand. A cool brand.
Loads of cool hoodies, yeah.
We got a cool guy on the course right now. Mr. Boga, Artur Bogdanovic.
Super friendly, really familiar face here at Simple Session. Over the rainbow rail. Loves a hill flip, front side float up. What's he going to have for us? Is he going to mix it up? Crook down the rail. He didn't do that in his first run. Looks like half cab, heel, nose slide. He wanted to try it. I get a feeling he might want to try it again.
Yeah, I mean, that is a trick that will score him well. Oh,
wow.
Come on. Is he going back for it?
He shouldn't try that again. He needs to do something else. He needs to just get it out.
You can just get in that rut, can't you?
Yeah. Front side 5-0. That's good enough, I think. I think he'll score really well.
Oh, there we go. Artur's getting it done just before time as well.
That was really good. I think the judges are going to love that.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting one to score, because he does have a lot of falls in there, but the tricks he did, high scoring.
Yep, definitely. Now, this guy.
Right, let's check this out, this opening three-piece.
I'm liking Piero's scheme.
Is he going to step this up into what I think he's about to do? Interesting. So, what he was doing in practice was the front blunt transfer. I think the front feeble is probably harder. Is he going for the flip back tail down? Oh, come on.
I would give that to him now.
Absolutely robbed.
I would give that to him.
So he was doing the front blunt transfer and then flip back tail the whole driveway ledge.
Oh my God.
So I think he's kind of gone for... Oh, and then the 5-0 to switch crook.
He's just got jammed up in there.
See, what would you call that? 5-0 to switch crook? Or would you call it 5-0 to fake it? Because
5-0 switch crook.
Yeah? because I was always told you can't go from regular to switch in a trick. If you take off regular, the trick can't become switch partway through.
Told you this nonsense.
This is skateboarding nerdery right here.
There's some things I can't abide by, like calling 1 foot solid norths, but
I'm definitely of the generation that call 1 foot solid north.
oh dear.
Here we go, coming in for his last one.
Oi!
Oh, getting that done!
Cheeky.
And that,
Feeble to front feeble.
I'm not a judge, so I can't confirm this, but I feel like that is kind of in that area of you were close enough to the buzzer.
I would give that to him.
I think
because
they will probably count that.
there are no suits.
I think
here.
you've got a second or two, I'd say, after buzzer, but I don't know. I don't know. This isn't Olympic judging. Do you know what I mean? This is vibes. This is about getting the best riding and appreciating it. That is what Simple Session is all about. Okay, Alex Dacuna, oi, getting a little bit squirrely coming off that 1 foot grab. The front blunt down. That is a risky move with the icy floor as well.
Yeah,
he showed me a video of him doing a back blunt fakie down it the other day and just shooting off to fakie, just shot off the back. So he's got both of the blunt sides, but he's been smart in mixing up. I wonder if he's using that to replace the front tail biggie. Yeah, switching up on that front board. Again, doing tricks that no one else is doing. Is he going to go for this Benny again? Iconic. Iconic.
Award that man a gold medal.
There's the back blunt. So Alex definitely has his run. He knows what he wants to
He knows
do.
what he's doing, doesn't he? Like, he does this not in a bad way, but he does this every time. He just absolutely
Smith grind through, and there we go. I think he's like, do you know what, that front tail biggie is a bit risky with this floor. And there we go, gets the biggie out on the nose slides. I think that might have been, we talk about the kind of like the grace period the judges will give you. I think that might have been a bit too far after, but it doesn't hurt, you know? The judges are like, oh cool, that guy's still going.
still going.
Yep, Marius bringing the vibes, bringing the vibes to Simple Session. And that big ollie as well, making that look so straightforward. I have to say, like, I haven't really seen anyone else doing that at all, like, just eyeing that up.
Look at that 5-0 into transfer. I don't think he meant to do that. Mr. Boga.
Mr. Boga, yeah, front tail. See, what Arta's managed to get done was solid.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, we'll have to see what his score comes in at, because I feel like there were a few too many falls for him, but then that is going to be a high-scoring trick.
Yeah, definitely.
That half-cab heel nose slide.
Half-cab heel nose.
As an individual trick, it's maybe one of the higher-scoring tricks you will see today, kind of full stop. Like, but it's not a best trick comp.
It's not a best trick comp.
All 2 minutes that these guys are getting, of course, divided into 2 1-minute runs, are counting. There's the feeble pop back in. Oh, I'm so kind of gutted for Piero, because run number 1 went so well. Both runs count. Both runs count. Run number 2, he lost it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that is going to hurt him. We'll have to see. Hope he can still make finals. Are we going to see someone get into those 60s?
Oh, no.
We were saying earlier, Simon Gerber was a 71.16. The second place behind him currently is Thrasher photographer Tim Aguilar with a 59.83. No one into those 60s yet.
He's head and shoulders above him, really. I wonder what...
Yeah, but as we were saying earlier, those gaps are gonna get filled
big
in.
Names are coming up.
Super fast. Super fast. I think for people like Alex, we're definitely going to see someone into the 60s there at least. I think for Alex, the fact that he got so much done across both runs is going to really help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Are we going to see someone like Artur's getting up there as well? This is where the judges are really having to deliberate. Piero, there's a lot to look at right here. Piero, like I was saying earlier, in 2 very different,
There's Dave Duncan, yeah.
2 very different runs. Both are going to count.
Anyone needs to see Pat Duffy doing data inputting, now is your time.
Loves a spreadsheet. Does Pat Duffy?
Loves a spreadsheet.
Good times here at Simple
Actually,
Session. Thanks
not in a weird way. Saw Pat in the toilets just before, and I said that people on the people on the live stream were shouting him out, and so he said to say hi. So if you're a Pat Duffy fan on either the Simple Session
Keep it going right now. We
or
got
the
one
X Games live stream chats right now over on YouTube, Pat Duffy is saying hi back to you.
Ritsuki Takanaka.
Now next up, Piero Nunez
Here we
goes
go.
into
Oh my
first
gosh. So
place.
there we go. Piero
really
that
mixed things up now.
That run number one
Yeah.
has done it for him.
Absolutely.
Fair
That
play. There we go.
Absolutely.
That's 72, just going ahead of Simon Gerber. Alex Dacuna, the consistency, really making it count for him there with the 64.5. And Artur's, that was what we were saying. The difficulty of trick was high.
Yeah.
So where he had those falls, he made up for it.
Absolutely. Next up, we've got Ritsuki Takanaka, Andres Calvi from Estonia, Stelio Sakalarides, and Nolan Miska.
Yeah, a big heat.
Look at the big screen.
Stelio, king of the late flip.
There as well.
Nolan as well. Such a legendary skater.
Yeah, this is going to be a big
Man,
heat.
this is a big
Big
heat.
jam, big jam. Now, this is one of the Japanese contingent I'm over here, and he has been killing it.
Yeah.
Ritsuki, he is small and he is a firecracker. He really flies around.
If you like your transition skating, the Japanese riders out here this year are going to absolutely float your boat. There we go, squeaked Indy nose bone over the box there. Yep, the Crail getting that up on the quarter. Yep,
He's just handling it. It just hasn't fallen off.
the back 50 coming in very kind of systematically, knows what he wants to do. He's got strategy here, 50 across. Fully kind of planned out run this. The front lip slide as well, coming down.
Still got 30 seconds left. It feels like he's been going on forever.
Yeah, not missing a beat at all.
Kick flip. Oh, just hung to it there. Blunt
the
flip in.
Blunt flip, that is a huge trick to throw.
Like, he's in
Mid-run.
first place right now. He must be in first place right now.
This is definitely a first place contending run. This is what I mean about how there's that Ollie North, was it? Or was it an Ollie 1 foot, Mark?
Shut up, it's an Ollie 1 foot.
I have to say, someone in the chat was agreeing with me earlier that they are Ollie Norths.
Backside 540 Ollie. He just did a backside 540 Ollie. The quarter pipe. You missed it, James.
That is going to be, I was looking for who was agreeing with me because I wanted
Didn't come
validation. I wanted some validation. It was Turtle 4111 on the X Games live chat was agreeing with me on the Ollie Norths.
Wow.
That is huge.
That was a run and a half.
He's going to have to mess up exponentially in run number 2 if he's not going to make the finals with a run like that. And he doesn't look like he's going to do that at all. We go to Andres though right now.
Andres Galvi, for all you car nuts, owns a Nissan GTT as well.
Apparently
Nissan
sometimes
Skyline GTT.
sometimes does burnouts in it. So
Probably does, yeah.
no, I've got my
White-hand
notes
drive
here.
car.
I can
really
confirm.
does.
I can confirm does burnouts.
Oh, wow.
Getting that cab done.
Yeah, R33 Skyline. I used to have one as well. It was absolutely lethal. So
What, here in Estonia or back in England?
No, back in England. Well, I used to import cars from Japan, and I got a GTT. And it was lethal, like this floor.
Which is rapid but slippery. You're going to hear us saying that a bunch.
Yeah, but Andres is like super consistent as well. He's probably going to fall off because I just said that, but he is super.
Gets
one
it
of the
done.
most consistent skaters in Estonia right now.
Yeah, gets it done.
Really technical.
He's coming out of Tori as well. Where is Tori?
I'm not sure where Dori is. I think it must be down south somewhere because he's not really. I don't really see him in Tallinn, so I'm assuming he's near Tartu.
You see the Tallinn skaters around a lot though?
Yeah, well, yeah. I live in Tallinn and I go skiing. I go skiing up once a week. So the older guys I do tend to see.
Yeah.
Stelio Sakalarides,
What a guy Stelio is.
asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Best style. Well, I suppose it might be a Marmite style, but I really like his style because he just looks so relaxed.
And such a unique bag of tricks as well.
Yeah.
One of his clips went a bit viral on Instagram recently. I think it was like a nollie big heel late flip transfer from a quarter to a flat bank. He loves a quarter to flat bank transfer.
Oh, he does, yeah.
But yeah, expect to see a late flip at some point in this. There we go. So he does those. That one got a bit squirrely, but he does those. They're like nollie 180, and then watch him just throw anything he wants in there. Probably late as well.
Huge launch. Oh,
Nice.
Backside floater.
So he's getting the park use in there right now. There's an ollie north over the
1 foot.
only 1 foot.
I meant 1
over
foot.
the over the box. I'm just saying it to wind you up now. The slippery floor, man.
Oh, just took him out.
He's still got 25 seconds though.
That's such a
This is the thing as well. If you are rocking some harder street wheels right now,
Yeah. You want to get really soft wheels for this course so that it doesn't pick up any of that stuff off the floor. And he's just come off a flip in. It looked like he was totally going to make it, but it looked like that little slip out just put him off. Hopefully he'll be able to drag it back in the second run. I really like this run though. Hopefully the judges will score him well on it, but tough choice.
you are being outnumbered on the X Games YouTube chat right now.
Guys on the chat, it's okay to be wrong. It's not only 1 foot. I've been skating longer than, I can guarantee I've been skating longer than every single person on that chat.
Fighting talk. Right, coming in right now out of Riverside, California, Nolan Miskell. Oh, going huge to kick it off.
Ollie over to Bordy.
Definitely been out getting some bits with Tim Aguilar from Thrasher for sure. Come on out here together. Oh, yeah.
He just held on to it as well.
The back 50 to back 3. Perfect. Yeah, front boards. Gonna need to make this 30 seconds, his final 30 seconds count for him. He had an amazing front side pull-in off the wall yesterday. There's that.
Little tweaker over the
just
over the jump box.
kicking the back leg out on that indie grab.
Oh,
He is staying on. Is he eyeing it up? If you see at any point on the wall, above the blue hip that is on the right-hand side, there's some white marks that are on the wall. He's going for it. Here we go.
Something up on the wall, right?
What? Oh! Little whiplash out there.
Almost getting it done. Yeah, he was making that happen yesterday, the other day. Thursday, there were a lot of people, filming Nolan hitting up the wall.
Looking for a spare bit of wall to bash his wheels on. Okay, we got Ritsuki again.
Yeah, to the top of the order. Ritsuki Takanaka.
What's he got for us this time?
Saw someone in the live chat just before saying this guy is going to take some beating. You are not wrong, but we have some wild skaters to come.
He's just making sure he's hitting absolutely everything right now. Little Smith grinds.
And equally, mixing it up as well.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the judges think of that, because we saw with Alex Dacuna earlier, hit 2 great runs, but there were repeated tricks in there. He switched it up slightly, but this, a complete switch up across the 2 runs.
Completely changing everything up.
Where everything's being scored, the judges are going, oh, well, we've got a whole new bag of tricks in this one. So you're kind of almost, you're making it count as much as possible.
That's the first time he's fallen off.
The first time he's fallen in 90 seconds. And kind of not worrying about it. No, I think it's safe to say he's made it through and is probably our new leader right now. I'll be very impressed if anything else happens. Back tail. He's kind of just chilling. Giving the consistency right now. Anything to finish on the blunt flip, maybe? Oh, the pivot. Flip to fake it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh
and
my
the front blunt flip. This is going off right here. This is wild. Ritsuki, coming out of Japan, just 13 years old.
Wow.
How mental is this? The notes I've got here are that he's born in 2011 and he likes Dragon Ball Z and Lego. And then comes out here and crushes the park.
This is a child.
And he's showing what the next generation are all about. If you are watching in Japan right now,
absolutely killing it right now.
Big love to you and congrats. Your boy Ritsuki is crushing it out here. Well, we've got Andres Kaldvi back in right now. Estonian. Passing up the Nissan Skyline for kickflip back 3s today.
Absolutely ridiculous. Andres, like I said, Andres is very consistent at all these flip tricks.
DLM Performance saying blunt frontside flip for an extra crazy kid. You are not wrong, DLM. You are not wrong.
Andres again, what's he got for us? 50-50 over the top. Got start thinking about the last trick now.
Now into the crooked
Oh, I
right.
think he wanted the crooked, but still making the nose slide work. You know, when you can just see that little bite of wheel
Yeah.
before you drop into it.
Oh,
You can see just how much that kink
I think he's
throws
done
you
all right.
off.
He's got one last trick.
Yeah, strong.
Oh, he's going to try for flip crook or flip nosy there.
I feel like Andres kind of in a similar situation to Artur's in heat number 7 with the kind of big tricks that he's made count, like a kickflip back 3 mid-run. That's incredible.
Wild.
But a few falls as well. So we're going to have to see where the judges put him.
So we are now
To Stelio. That is not Stelio on screen. That is Sean Hale, who you will see later on, who's been
There's
ripping
Stelio.
it. That is Stelio. Does kind of look like a smaller Sean Hale though, doesn't he? There we go.
Reunion Island.
Stelio, absolute legend.
Let's make
Real fun guy to hang out with. Super, super nice guy.
just trying to make sure his wheels are clean. It's all
Already, he knows it's gonna fall
wax
off.
that tends to accumulate on the wheels.
Yeah, he did get
in this game in the park.
He did slide out at one point in his run number 1. Whoa, getting a bit windmill over there.
Especially when you skate light on your feet like this guy does. Any kind of wiggle that you get off your board is going to be really effective.
There we go. Oh my God.
Backside nollie biggie heel.
That is outrageous. That was what I was talking about. And he does that with a late flip as well for fun.
What?
So Stelio absolutely coming in, I'm going to say, the trick of skateboard qualifiers so far. Gets the front side air done as well. I bailed about 400 of those on Thursday. I was trying to front side air that quarter for so long, man. Then he looks like he was maybe trying to go for something down the rail, but was a bit close. So improvising a little bit. He's still got 20 seconds to go. Oh, just
caught him off balance there.
looks like his weight almost got a little bit too far over that sub box.
I think he should comfortably make it.
I think he's good.
One last trick. What's it going to be?
Yeah.
Nollie to towel. Then he was going to come in. He's cool with it. Stelio is cool with it. He's going to chill there.
One of the kind of new French riders coming through. Some incredible French skaters over the years on the contest circuit. At the moment,
He's from the
kind of
Reunion Islands, so I think it's French territory, but it's not actually from.
Interesting.
Nolan Miskell next up. So yeah, so Stelio's from like the middle of the, I can't remember what ocean it is, Pacific or...
He definitely skates with the French guys, though, I believe.
Yeah, I would think so. But yeah, Nolan just made that big ollie over to board slide.
Nolan
50-50 transfer.
anybody else is skating that actually.
looking a little more, I was going to say a little more in control right now.
Just as he
Stuck on that.
comes off.
But yeah, things were squirrely. I kind of like that though. I love it. If
Will he
you
come off
are
to me?
of a certain generation, you may remember a skater called Andy Scott from England,
Oh, yeah.
who became known Twinkle Toes, vert skater. Would regularly hang on to just the most outrageous things in the wildest way as well.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
I
Everyone
remember
loved
doing
it.
a massive frontside ollie and then nose wheeling into the...
Yeah,
Because otherwise he would have hung up.
yeah.
Yep. Here's
Nolan getting a bit of that done and getting
he's done
this
it.
done as well.
Oh
Yes,
my
Nolan
God.
Miskell.
Now, I think that's guaranteed and replaced because no one is doing that.
Yeah.
He's landing
We're going to have to see it across the two runs, though. He's got 2 minutes to score in. Is that individual trick? It's definitely one of the best tricks that we've seen. I'd say that and the nollie big heel.
It will get him into the top 5, I think.
You think it'll get him into top 5? Watch this
maybe
space.
top 5.
I hope we see it because he is an absolute ripper. The top 5 currently: Piero Nunez, Simon Gerber, Alex Takuna, Artur Bogdanovic, and Tim Aguilar still in there as well. But I think this guy is going to be your new leader. Ritsuki Takanaka coming out of Japan, 13 years old. Look
is
at this. That Ollie 540 that you were saying I missed earlier. Look at that.
That's nuts. This pivot flip.
That. So you see a lot of people, Cody McIntyre probably has the best in the game, but doing the Peter Blunt flip, the front side 5-0
That's
flip
rare.
to fakie.
Yeah.
But that one, the pivot, backside pivot, fakie with the flip, that's crazy.
There's Andres Garvey.
Yeah, so
Half cab nosey 270, backside 360 kickflip. Caught it a little bit, but I'd give it to him.
I think he's on a solid score. I think he's on a solid score. We saw, oh my word, the slow motion really doing justice to what he did there to hang on. I think he's going to be on a solid score with even with a few falls in there. What he did, he made count. Stelio,
Look at that. Just
absolute
floating.
crowd favourite. Like I say, maybe trick of
Floating.
qualifiers so far. With that nollie big heel that we are about to see right here. Look how textbook this is. Imagine doing that. Imagine doing that mid-run.
Foot, isn't it?
Mid-run.
Foot.
That is about 7 foot quarter as well there, I think.
Yeah,
7,
it's a
maybe
big old
8
girl.
foot. Oh, there we go. There's that hanging on. And that big gap. Oh, he caught it on the kink at the top as well. Almost, very nearly didn't make that. And then this, probably competing with Stelio. Competing with Stelio
Just
for the
makes
trick
it.
of qualifiers so far with that big frontside air pull-in. Incredible as well, because I reckon that probably took him maybe 30 goes in practice the other day to pull one of those. Gets
He
its
just did it.
second try in the contest. This is what it's all about, right?
Incredible.
Wow, we got a big group right here, group 9. Things are going to start heating up on this one. Looking forward to
Yeah, there's our judging panel. Dave Duncan announcing for the room.
Let's get it going, yeah.
DD.
Legend that is. He fully embraced this simple session, Dave. I don't think he sleeps for the whole week that he's here. He was out riding the course with us on Thursday. We had a little session together. And then you can count on him being at the party every night as well. Oh my word, Ritsuki Takanaka not taking the top spot, which we were expecting. That is
I thought no. Would make it to
wild.
the
A
top 5.
67.75. This is why we're not judges, but I really expected to see him in the top spot right there.
Romario
Stelio.
just clinging on to 10th place.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of skaters to come though. Stelio
There are indeed.
up in there, 66. Andres as well, like we say. I think it was quality over quantity for Andres, getting him that 59.83, and then Nolan just behind him.
And next up, we have Ben Rayborn from the USA, Alexander Dubin from Estonia, Marcelo Jimenez Ramirez from Chile, and Sean Hale.
A stacked jam number 9 for you out here at Simple Session 2024. Absolutely turning the heat up from here onwards. Let me tell you, we've got some wild riders to come, including in this heat. Lots of people very excited for Jaws. I can tell you, we're going into jam number 9 right now. He is jam number 10. So if you want to see Aaron Jaws Hamoki tearing this course, you do not have to wait much longer. Course for Danny Leon as well.
I've seen Ben Rayborn here, but I've been here 3 days and I haven't seen him skate the course yet. So
getting that indie, almost taking that to flat as well. Almost getting too much speed on that one. Nice little dismount to Caveman down the very end of the King Trail.
That was good.
Yeah,
I'm into that. He's still going. Technically, he hasn't fallen off.
Yeah. Ben taking this very seriously out here today. To be fair as well, if you think about it, he's absolutely cramming the tricks in there. That was about 4 tricks in 5 seconds.
Like, he's not falling off.
Dude, where's he going now? 25 seconds, he's out.
What's he doing?
He's done. He's done his tricks. That's it, Ben Rayborn. That's what you're getting.
Yep, he's decided what he's going to do. He's done it. That's the end of his run.
Big fan of Ben Rayborn. Stoked to have him back on a board as well.
Alexander Dubin. This guy was Estonian Skater of the Year a few years back.
Yeah, I think he, as well, he got top Estonian at Simple Session a few times as well, if I remember rightly. Over the years, he's kind of picked up that accolade.
Yeah.
There's always a bit of a thing for the highest scoring Estonian at Simple Session, which is very cool. The switch flip coming back. He's doing it for Vans. Out here, the boneless, the straight boneless over.
He's doing it for Vans.
Yeah.
He's wearing Adidas.
I'm being told he's doing it for Vans, but I'm going to guess you're
Maybe.
right. If he's
Maybe
doing it
he
for
is.
Vans, they're probably not going to be very happy with the Adidas
Nah.
as he's wearing the crooked. Oh, man!
Oh, and it just took him out of the box.
Oh, that's such a tough feeling when you're trying to hang on and you can feel it kind
Yeah.
of pulling off the rail and you're like, can I get there? That is going to be a big scoring trick though if he can get that crook along and down.
Let's see what he's got for his last trick. Backside 5-0, maybe going to be a shove out. That's what he called it. No, he's going to have one last go, last trick. Frontside nose grinds, down the block. That's time for Alexander.
Alexander Tubin. That switch flip back over the driveway was great.
Remember him from last year. You remember him the last couple days, ripping the boat ride, ripping the concrete park yesterday.
And up next, coming out of Chile, this guy
Oh, he's good.
is a proper
He's a tank, isn't he?
all-terrain vehicle. This guy is going to rip up every part of this course. Marcelo Jimenez Ramirez, doing it for Red Bull, DC, Ballpark, Strain Machine, Kifit, Geely Chile, and Kronos. This guy is going to go first.
He's a tank and he will nose grind.
There's that 1 foot. Oh, look at the frontside air on that.
In your
Here we
face.
go. There's the nose grab 3 over the box. We are starting
He's
to
upside
turn the speed up.
Front lip. I don't understand how he's staying on.
15
He's
seconds.
Going so fast.
He's
Back lip.
15 seconds in, 20 seconds now.
He is crammed in. A hell of a run already.
Rafael Leonardo in the X Games live chat on YouTube right now saying, Vamos Chile.
Look at that frontside floater. Frontside to tail. Hopped in. Kick flip.
Oh, look at that, the shape on that as well. Caught that
Guys.
so well.
Absolutely destroying it.
You might not be able to see so well from there as well, but that little kind of like driveway, like earthquake gap.
Oi, pinged out. He just nose ground that and he's been kicked off.
That earthquake gap is slightly offset, so it's a bit of a hip as well. It's not straight, but it's not a full hip as well, so it kind of
Yeah.
makes it quite hard.
That
The angle on
was
it is
a
quite mellow.
Stomper of
Yeah.
a run.
I don't think the judges are going to mind too much about the falls at the end, because to be honest, he'd smashed enough
Yeah.
into the first 45 seconds of that run. I think if he can
Absolutely
replicate that, yeah, he's going to be sat in a very good position.
Next up, we've got Sean Howell standing at the top of that big galaxy flip.
Yeah, here we go.
See what
Sean
Sean Howell's skating for Birdhouse.
Hale, what a legend.
Indy Trucks.
Did you know as well,
Swiss.
he owns Avos Therapy, a slide kind of shoe thing that helps prevent
It's got like tennis balls in it.
That is mental.
It's good. I haven't seen him wearing it.
He's keeping it back at the hotel. He knows you'll probably nick him.
Oh, is that going to be a backside 180 fakey 5-0?
Yeah, I believe so. It looked like it, right?
Pepeki grind.
He's always fun to hang out with and having fun
That would
skateboarding.
be
He really
sick.
understands what it's all about. Good times out there.
Don't really see a lot of Pepeki grinds in comps. So, little rock faking on the big quarter.
Here we go. Oh, taking the switch crook like over the corner. That thing is so like sharp and
Yeah,
steep as well.
big.
It's such a tight hip that with the angle that it's at. Yeah, it's one of those that, you know, you think you're going to chill over and then you probably travel about 8 foot taking off if you take off on the corner.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just falls away from you.
I think the steam's, he's had his been taken out, so I think he might restart for next.
Yeah.
Hope on his next run, but of course, it's marked on overall impression, so you've got to really smash it in both runs. So it'd be tricky.
Yeah, so I think going back to the top of the list for jam number 9, Marcelo Ramirez, doing Chile proud and sat in first place for this heat right now, I'd say.
Yep.
I don't have the scores to
Definitely.
confirm that, but that is where we're sat. Ben Rayborn is coming in for run number 2. We'll see what else he fancies. He got quite creative on the last one. Hit up the mini ramp that no one realised was there. Yeah, the little frontside grind. So good to see Ben back out though. I imagine again has been out.
He went AWOL for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's back on the scene now though. And I can imagine has been out with Tim from Thrasher. Tim from Thrasher, who sat in 7th place as well, might I add, the photographer. I imagine he's been out getting some great stuff that will come from this trip.
I think he's finished.
I think he's, done. He's out there enjoying the vibes. He's back at a contest, which is great to see. Really cool to have Ben Rayborn, absolute legend in skating, out here with us this year. Alexander Tubin, though, coming back in for his 2nd and final run of the Simple Session 2024 qualifiers.
Let's see what he's got.
Heading in for the box.
Boned out little mute there, I think that was.
Yeah, mute grab, and then turning into that frontside disaster divot, giving it the little like nose pivot in. And then coming back. Oh, he really wants that crooked. That is a long way to travel, and then you've got to get over that.
It's a long way to go, isn't it?
Got to get over that kink and keep the crook in. It's a hard trick.
So hard.
Haven't really seen anyone kind of go fully across and down yet, because it is such a long way to travel, but we will. Whoa! See, that's what I was saying about the kink, right?
You got to push through it, otherwise.
If your weight's slightly off, you can just shift where you're locked on the truck in it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I got a feeling he's going to try again, but let's see. Front feeble. Oh,
first
he's
person.
just
coming back for him as well.
Nearly caught him.
Added insult to injury. The first person going for that frontside feeble, I believe, as well, through that kinked rail. Just getting slightly off the back. That's a scary trick as well. Scary trick to do through that as well, because on a front feeble, you're so on the back, and then you have that kink that you hit at the bottom. Wow. Wow, wow. Alexander Tubin doing it for Estonia in jam number 9. But this guy,
Marcelo,
like I say, unconfirmed, but pretty much nailed on the highest score of jam number 9.
Really smashed it.
Yeah, just has to replicate run number 1.
Yep, if he does the same again.
If he does the same again, we may well have a new leader.
He is absolutely like
that tank. Frontside air, is he gonna, it doesn't go for the 3. I think maybe with the eggplant up on the Red Bull quarter. I think maybe didn't quite have the speed off that frontside air for the 3.
Backside nose. Was that backside nose, Brian?
Yeah, bit of over crook maybe.
Possibly an over
crook.
Oh, drama. Controversial trick naming.
No, let's not get into that. We've had 1 foots already. There we go. Up to tail like it's nothing.
Popped in.
Oh, and he's leveling up for the tray as well. I think he's absolutely fine though.
When he slams, I bet you can feel it through the floor. Do you know what I mean? Bang.
Yeah, and the front blunt done so perfectly. And the nose grinds. He's going to be absolutely fine though. That is.
Yeah, he's made it top 10 easy, I think.
Top 10 easy, I'm saying top 5 for sure. I think the only thing letting him down, the few falls that he had.
Yeah.
But again, quality over quantity. Both runs huge.
Sean Hale with Melis Erm next to him.
Sean Hale really looking for a good run number 2 here. Run number 1. Probably wasn't quite going to cut the mustard. Yeah, frontside feeble transfer, nice. Yes, there we go, he gets it. The backside 180 to fakie 5-0. That is a huge trick down that ledge.
That is such a difficult trick. Backsmith.
Yeah, backsmith. Sean Hale making this happen way more. I think more tricks in the first 20 seconds of this run than in his entire first run. Oh, going for that nose pick pull-in that's almost kind of like ride into nose grind and then yank it off. 30 seconds still to go though.
Is it
this guy, okay, here we go. The fakie 3 shove to blunt. Oh my words.
Fakie 3 shove nose blunt.
He was just doing those back to back to back the other day. They were filming it, they were getting photos, and he was just doing them on demand. Roll up the jump box landing, back to fakie, 3 shove to blunt. Bosh, have some of that.
But wouldn't it be enough? Because he needs 2 runs like this, and he's already used up 1 run.
Oh, I think it is going to be tough for Sean Hale.
I think it's going to be on the line.
I think
he makes it through.
We're going to see him probably up into the top 15. at this moment in time. But we have a lot of guys to come, like Jake Wooten, who he's just walked past right there.
Whoa. Now
Danny Leone stood up top. We have a lot of people that are going to want to be in that top 15 for tomorrow, and I'm not sure if Sean is going to be able to make it based on that. But wicked to have him out here, and one of the tricks of qualification that I am hyped to see again in a second. Ben Rayburn, look at that, almost a flat, stayed on. This, he doesn't jump on at the top, he jumps on at the bottom.
Just
into
goes
the
through the
kink,
kink.
just
Amazing.
into the most dangerous bit. Having a good time, great to have him out here. Pop shove, lesser seen trick that, the pop shove.
Alexander
Very well
Dubin.
done. Switch flip back as well. Yeah, mixing it up with the tweaked mute grab. Turning into that disaster. And then it's basically pick what you want from this run for your highlights. There's
that.
everything. Everything.
Absolutely.
He basically
Straight
just
leg.
filmed a video part, a 2-minute video part.
Eggplant.
The nose grab 3 that he did earlier on was so good. That was an amazing kickflip, slapping the back wheels down first as well. So in control. Look at that state of that front side blunt. And that, I'm calling, that is an overcrook.
That looked like
that
it
is
was overcrook.
100% an overcrook. Yeah, up to tail, chilling, no worries. Red Bull and DC, I'm sure, very happy with their boy right now. And then, legend that is Sean Hale out here rapping Birdhouse. Tony Hawk's brand, of course. And there you go, look at that.
So rare.
So good, you don't see people doing that very often, if at all.
That was sick. Sean Howell definitely brought it, but let's see how he does in the results.
Shaking up the leaderboards.
So 3 more groups to go, about 11
I can tell
riders
you
left.
that Sean Hale has snuck into the top 15.
Oh, not giving away too much there, are you?
No, we're gonna see it in a second.
But we've got
Here
other
we go.
people.
We have a brand new leader. Marcelo Jimenez is up into first place. Sean Hale with a 61.58. And he puts himself in a very stressful situation because he could well just sneak into the top 15 with that. We'll see. Alexander Tubin, though, unfortunately just outside in 16th place. And then Ben Rayburn, where's he going to be? He's down in 29th with an 18.33. So a brand new leader. Unsurprising from Marcelo.
He absolutely nailed it, didn't he? There was no real doubt that he was gonna break into the top 3. Next up, we have Issei Sakurai, who has been absolutely killing it. Rein Lindemann from Estonia, Aaron Jaws Moki, and Matthias Del Olio. So this heat is going to be wild.
Yeah, you guys have been waiting for Jaws. You've been wanting to see Jaws out here. And we're about to get into it. But let me tell you,
in the blue t-shirt they see is just good.
Everyone in this heat is wild, though. Everyone in this heat.
Absolutely. Like Issei is going to absolutely.
Oh my word! Let me tell you, like some of his runs from practice were wild, absolutely insane. This guy is a proper transition ripper. Rein Lindemann, he's one of the best skaters in Estonia, full stop.
Yeah.
And Matthias Del Olio as well.
He's
street ruler.
Yeah.
Street ruler. And I mean, I don't really need to say anything about Jaws, do I?
Nah.
Let's be honest. We all know. We're buzzing about Jaws.
Let's see him do a 540, as Issei.
Here we go.
Speed check.
That is so dangerous to speed check down there as well. It's so slippery. Getting the tray flip in as well. This guy, I reckon, I don't know for sure, but I reckon has grown up on vert skating.
Yeah.
But just getting the street tricks done as well. Do you know who else grew up vert skating? Yuto Horigome. He skated at Vertattack out in Sweden. Yeah, he's a proper vert skater before becoming one of the world's best street skateboarders. And it looks like these guys are just following suit as well. Like the tray flip was textbook, but showing these vert skills with a huge sailfish over that channel gap, massive nose grab. And the Muck Twist, getting it done! Getting it done on the Red Bull court. Muck Twist in a park competition.
Headless random McTwist wearing shell bottoms.
This is it, when you've got the speed to be able to hit that quarter like that, why not do a McTwist, eh? Why not do a McTwist? Huge run, one fall. That is not going to hurt him at all. That muck twist was absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Andy Hare locked into the Simple Session YouTube live chat. He's loving that.
Now, I would not envy Ryan now, who's got to skate after Issei.
Yeah.
But Ryan Lindemann,
Larry Jim Bob just saying what?
yeah.
On the X Games chat.
Ryan's really good. Ryan's really come up over the last couple of years. He's really got his stuff down, and he's really been focusing on his park skating quite a lot.
Some people finding out there for the first time as well that Yuto can skate vert. He can muck twist.
What?
Yuto can skate.
Yeah,
Yuto can
absolutely.
Yeah, Yuto can muck twist a vert ramp.
There's a little hill flip there. I skate with Ryan usually about once a week.
Yeah, there's the tray flip. Did he catch that and like slap the back wheels down as well? I always love that. You know when you can see that someone's fully in control because they catch a trick and then it's just like,
Give it a little flare.
Give it a little dig. And the judges love that. As much as we're talking about it like joking, the judges are like, okay, cool. Little style bonus. Oi.
Oh, and the rail took him out. But good solid run. He did. He's asking for one more go at a tray flip. That was Ryan Lindemann. Of course, Estonian.
And here we go. The guy a lot of you have been waiting for. If you have stuck around, you've been watching the qualifiers, you are about to get rewarded. Let's hope he kills it. Was chatting to him last night and he said he's skating a lot more transition now as well. Obviously well known for his huge drops and stair set gaps. He said he's been skating loads of transition and it's showing, linking up with the front side air. Frontside ollie over that hip as well. Truck bash in.
Lovely little truck bash there.
And mixing out.
Slide. Yeah, he's hitting everything, isn't he? So, like, he should score well. Kick flip, solid as.
Colin Webster in the chat saying goat. Absolute legend. And the front board through the kink rail. Still got 25 seconds on the clock as well, really making this count.
Solid run so far. I wonder what he's going to... He's got something. He's going to do something. He's going to do something crazy.
Is he going for the three? Yeah. Melon three. Did he switch that to an indie grab as well?
Yeah,
and then he went for the flip melon. That is mad. On that as well, you haven't got loads of time on that box. You haven't got loads of time. So you're doing the melon three and then switching it to an indie grab. That is a high-scoring trick, you know. That is a high-scoring trick. And that frontside flip where the board kind of just fell backwards almost.
Yeah,
like
illusion
did a
flip.
half turn, the illusion flip. Wicked. That's going to be a good run for Jaws. Someone who brings the vibes. And Matthias Del Olio. We are going to totally switch the vibe right now for someone who is going to bring the street element to the course.
Looks like a street skater. Skates the rails like a street skater, but can also skate transition.
Just got done skating the Paris Olympics, where he placed 8th in the street contest. So this guy definitely knows what he's doing.
Watched him in practice and he was just doing big flip front boards on lock. Let's see what he's
Has
got.
a mean tray flip on him as well. Speaking of, have some of that. There we go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Full front foot catch, that frontside ollie transfer.
Switch back tail.
Switch back tail. He's got switch front blunts down the rails as well.
I think he's
dropping back in switch. This will probably be the half cap nose slide, maybe nollie heel out. He did one in practice the other day. So building up to that one. And then I think this is going to be the switch front blunt coming back down. Note the switch front board. He's keeping us wanting more. He's keeping us wanting more.
He's saving the switch front blunt down the rail for his second run, I think.
Yeah, he came 8th, just behind Cordano Russell.
On the buzzer.
And switch heel. Great first run for Matthias Del Olio.
He didn't come off, did he?
Didn't come off.
I mean,
Didn't come off,
yeah.
but like I say, he's definitely got places he can take that run as well.
Yeah.
With a very similar, following a similar line, but he just knows he can level it up. That half cap nose slide, he effortlessly did the heel flip out of the other day.
Original leader of chicken wings. Look at that man's t-shirt.
run number 1, good run. Go back top of the order, second
This
run
guy.
for
Original
Brand new to Simple
leader
Session as well.
of chicken.
One of the ASICS skateboarding team as well.
Ain't no thing like a chicken wing.
You heard it here first.
dive bomb he does right here. So beautiful.
Yes, tweak and Andy grab out. See, this is the thing as well. Even just switching up the tweak on the
Type
indie,
of
just
grab.
going, do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm doing an indie, but I'm not noseboning it this time. We're getting the back end out.
Backside bonus.
Yeah, the pole jam.
He's floated out the pole jam.
Taking the pole jam as well, kind of off to the sides to take it back into the transition. Yeah, mixing it with that back blunt, still makes it all the way through. That is crazy to be able to maintain the speed off the back tail, like typically a trick that you would lose speed on.
Yeah.
To actually just come out of that with more speed, getting a bit loose on the gap up to front lip.
Look at that front wild
Tucking the
frontside
knee in,
spellfish.
flip indie, and the Merc twist gets it done
Jesus.
again. And gapping over the jump box the wrong way straight after. There we go, taking that backside air, slapping that into disaster as well.
What are they
There's
giving
the Ollie
these
one
Japanese
foot.
kids
The
to
Ollie
eat?
one foot is like the most done trick of these qualifiers, I
Yeah.
think. That
Didn't come
was wild. So we've been wrong before. We thought Ritsuki Takanaka was going to be the new leader, and that didn't happen.
I think it's
But I'm
gonna be
prepared to go
insane.
again.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to go again.
I would
and
put
say
it on
Isai
this guy.
Sakurai should be in first place.
That's incredible. So it's Ryan again.
Get a good score nonetheless. That's kind of
Ryan
stuff you want to see in the
Lindemann.
finals. We're going to see him in the finals for sure. If you're charging this course, doing big tricks, and
See
hitting the
what he's got
rails,
for
hitting the
us.
flip tricks, you're going to get up in there.
Okay, so the next guy.
Federico saying Sakurai is insane.
Dropping in.
Adam S saying wow transfer. Yeah, Ryan
1 foot.
definitely feeling the pressure
Yeah.
of dropping back in after that. But he's making it happen. That front tail
Yep.
fakie was textbook into the switch blunt. Like we were saying earlier, one of the best skaters, full stop, coming out of Estonia.
Oh, yeah.
No idea how he survived that.
He's
But
been
what a great
training it
skater.
up. He's spent a lot of time in Barcelona over the summer, so he has been sharpening himself up,
Working hard. Some great skaters coming out of Estonia right now. We saw Romario on his first run earlier kill it. Ryan is getting it done.
Oi!
Getting drifty. Getting
Ryan-
drifty on that tray flip.
Cannot believe he landed it. Amazing.
And we've also got Melis coming up in Jam 12 as well.
Yep.
So amazing Estonian rep in right now. Ryan, 10 seconds on the clock. If he's fast, can probably get one final trick in. He's going to have to be rapid though. Yeah, they'll let this one happen, but he's bailed it anyway.
Oh, good run from Ryan there, but did fall off a few tricks. So let's see how he does. Gonna see some highlights, I think. Oh no! Of course, we've got Jaws and we've got Matthias as well again. So let's see what Jaws has got for us. Should be getting himself a little bit more technical on this run.
Yeah, nice. Tweaked grab for Jaws, coming back in over the box. Coming back through for this front side air over. Yeah, lovely.
Yep. Just floating over that needle point hip there.
Whoa, that's
Truck bash.
Truck bash is so terrifying because you're not locked into anything.
No, you've
You're
just
kind of
got
just
like
on there, hoping that you
boss
don't
it
hang
in,
up.
haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The kick flip over the driveway. And the
Front
front
board.
board through the kink. Nice,
Did
getting
do
it
that
done.
in his first run though, so he needs to start mixing it up.
Yeah. Do you know Jaws has a mean kickflip melon 3 as well?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if he'll go for that here. I think maybe play it a little bit safer and go for the kickflip melon on the corner as well. Oh my words. Almost not quite getting the rotation, the body rotation quite all the way around on that one.
Clung on though,
That was
isn't he?
hectic.
He really clung on.
Hectic. Loving that though, and a front blunt. Just for good measure at the end.
Pretty good run.
Yeah, Jaws, I'm
Didn't
going to say
fall
as well, I'm going all out
Fall
today.
off? I don't think he fell off.
Nah, no, it fell off the flip melon in his first run, but got full redemption for it on the second.
Fall off second run.
But no, did not fall off the second run. So yeah, I think Jaws, we're going to see fairly comfortably into that top 15.
Matthias again.
Yeah, and this is wicked. This is what we're saying, that to win this contest, you really are going to have to hit everything. That isn't something
Whoa,
a jump
back
box.
270 board slide.
I bet Matthias can count probably on one hand how many times a year he actually skates a jump box, but he's getting it done to get the scores in. He gets that and he goes, judges, you see me? I've gapped that. Now check out this street stuff that I'm an absolute wizard at. Here we go, there's the tray flip. Oh, just
Stomped
a little
tray
bit too much weight on the back there, I'd say. And the floor, like we say, unforgiving here. It is fast, but it is fairly slick.
Really
if you're on
you got hard
urethane wheels, we will see how the BMXs fare later on. And there, like I say,
half
that is.
cab, nosy, nollie heel out.
And then is he going to go for the switch front blunt as well? Yes, he does.
Yes.
There we go. Have
And
some of
he
that.
nails it.
How many people doing switch front blunts down rails on demand?
Incredible. Blunt flip in.
Oh my word! The
Snatch that
slowest
zone,
flip.
mate.
The slowest flip out of that. Leaving it till the last second to be able to bring that in.
That was wild.
Matthias. So,
That was sick.
like a couple of minor falls that are not going to hurt him at all. A great score. This is it as we're getting to these final runs. The energy is getting turned up. And this scoreboard, this leaderboard is getting shaken. We have Marcelo Jimenez currently in first on an 80.75, the first person to break into the 80s. I don't think he's going to be the last in these qualifiers, but we will see. There's quite a gap from him to Piero Nunez on a 72 right now. This guy, though, that we're checking out right now, Isai Sakurai.
I mean, he's in the top. He's first, I think. First. Look at that. McTwist.
We are not the judges, Mark.
We are not the judges.
We are not the judges. We know
But we
nothing.
are the judges
We
as
know
well.
nothing.
I think I know more
State
than
of
all
that.
those judges.
State of that McTwist.
There's Ryan. 1 foot there. Front T fakie.
Yeah, the front board through the kink for Ryan, and the 50-50 just about hung on to that. Landed all heels on that, and there we go. Look at the state of that heel flip. Lovely stuff. Tray flip. Whoa, that was the one he got a bit drifty out of in run number 2.
There's
And then Jaws, Bosch, here, have some of this little kick flip.
He looks so thin, doesn't he? Like his legs are really thin, but he just does the most
Powerful.
big, hot, like gnarly drops.
Yeah, that grab 3 as well. Yeah, the big spin front board fakie for Matias Del Olio, doing it for Argentina. Like I say, just came off the Olympic finals. I'm not sure if he snuck something in between then and Simple Session. I imagine this is probably his first contest since the Olympics. And just carrying on, picking up where he left off, basically.
Yeah, he hasn't slowed down, has he?
Like I say, just came behind Cordano Russell
Wow.
in Paris. There's that switch from blunt, outrageous. Yeah, it was great to have him and Rizzo Tori as well, representing out of the Olympics
Yeah.
for Europe. And interesting as well, could we see the next generation of future Olympians here right now? Could we be watching them? Because you know what? So many have come through Simple Session. People like Vincent Milou, Aurélien Giraud as well. Coming out of France, we've had a lot of skaters
Yeah,
come
there was
through
that,
Simple
that,
Session.
young, that really young kid that wore the helmet last year. He was in the. I think he was from Norway or Sweden.
Oh, not Hampus.
Hampus
Hampus
Wimberg.
Wimberg,
Yeah,
yes.
Hampus. He was in the
transition riders as well. Yeah, incredible. So we are seeing scores coming in right now. This leaderboard is about to get shaken up. Let me tell you, you want to keep eyes peeled on what is about to appear on your screen.
Wow.
Heavy.
That is heavy.
Heavy shake-up. Let us know in the live chat what you're thinking about this when it comes up. We have a new leader. It is Matias Del Olio with an 83.58. Massive.
How did Issei
Marcelo
make it
Jimenez,
through to first?
80.75. He keeps that second, and then
This
he
does not
third.
compute.
Issei with that
Ryan has
80.41.
taken over from Romario Sima, but Andres
Yeah.
Calve
Ryan is on the bubble, and unfortunately, I think that's a risky place to be because you've got some massive names coming up.
Big
Jake
names.
Wooten, Christo Oismets.
Christo, I think, is still in hospital. So I
Oh,
don't
of
think
course.
Christo's in
Sorry,
it.
Christo is going to be a scratch unless his knee has made a miraculous recovery. Sending love if he's, got this on in hospital right now. I hope you are doing well, Christo. Yeah, gutted to hear about that in practice. But we will have Carl Bourguignon and Pedro Quintas, who is insane. Pedro?
Yes.
Another
Absolutely.
Olympian, can I say? Another Olympian.
These last two heats are going to be even crazier, dare I say it, than the ones that just happened.
If you have a seatbelt on your sofa at home, buckle it up because you're going to need it for these final two jams.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting some practice in right now, checking out the crowds. She's listening to Slayer, I reckon.
Yeah, sold out crowd today, so.
Yeah, sold out crowd for today and tomorrow as well. Right, jam number 11, the penultimate jam of skateboard qualifying at Simple Session 2024. Jake Wooten, Carl Bourguignon and Pedro Quintas. This is going to be heavy.
There's Jake. Oof. Has he started his
Still
run?
warm up,
No.
still warming up.
He's still warming up.
Johnny Gann sending love to Christo as well in the live chat right now. Yeah, all sending love to Christo. This is what skateboarding's about, man. It's a big community wherever you are in the world. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for being with us.
Coming up in this next heat.
Do let us know in the chat where you're locked in as well right now. We're checking the chat on the X Games YouTube, live there, and on the Simple Session YouTube. We're across both right now, so let us know where you're at. Let us know what you're liking, what you're enjoying right now. Yeah, Nicole watching in Athens, in Greece.
Everyone from around the world is watching this. Well, maybe not.
No, everyone, everybody in the world.
Everyone is watching.
Everybody
Yeah.
in the
Sorry,
world
I
right
was
now
mistaken.
is locked
Everyone
in.
is watching.
And also skating, 23 different countries being represented at Simple Session this year. And Jake Woodson coming in for the USA right now with that judo grab, alley-oop 50. Yep, that counts. On Tony Hawk, if you were playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, that would have got you loads of points. You were on that grind for ages, Jake. Absolute legend, though. He was saying yesterday he was feeling pretty achy, so he kind of tried to take it a bit more chill. And then today,
lovely
making it count. He was saying to me, he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and have fun in the contest. Like, my body's not feeling amazing right now. I was like, yeah, we'll see you in the finals, Jake. We'll see you in the finals, buddy.
Looks like it's doing all right, Jake.
Yeah, no comply. Grabbing the nose. Oi, the flip back D! Adjusting his feet as he threw that back in as well. Great first run for Jake.
One more big one. What you got?
He's getting threatened.
Tartu makes a noise for Jake Wooten from Tennessee by way of Florida.
He's skating for Converse.
Oh, Converse.
But then, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I was saying people skating for Adidas were skating for Vans earlier. So, yeah, a mean front three on Jake Wooten. It's one of his go-to tricks. He had a video part not that long ago where he did a wild front three over a fence out of a storm
I remember
ditch.
that. I remember that.
Incredible. Yeah, Jake Wooten getting it done. Lots of people watching from Australia right now. Cassie in Sydney, love to you, 10:13 p.m.
Oh, it's not that late.
And big love. I mean, it's
Saturday
going to be late
night.
if Cassie's sticking around for the BMX as well. If you are going to be with us through into the early hours, wherever you are, or you have joined us in the early hours, big love to you. Committed crew for Simple Session this year. Baz Keith's going to be joining me for the BMX a little bit later on, the legend that is. But right now, Carl Bourguignon in on course at Simple Session 2024 in jam at number 11 of the skateboard qualifiers, representing France. Oh, the big spin front board to Fakey, just getting a bit on his toes.
He's coming in again. See what he's got on the other side. Solid tray flip. That's a 50-50. He's going to hit the rail. Backside 50-50, nice and solid. And then Oh, switch back 50-50, not something that you often see. Very,
No.
very awkward trick.
And I mean, you see with Matthias as well, doing those switch tricks like that switch front blunt.
Like it was nothing as well.
I mean, that's your current leader after that. So those kind of switch tricks,
The judges are liking it.
judges are
liking 'em.
definitely scoring that high. Shouts to Alan, locked in on the Symbol Session YouTube feed right now from Alberta, Canada, checking in at 6 a.m. He's been with us since the start. Big salute to you, my friend.
You remember this guy here.
Now Pedro Quintas.
DLM saying he's locked in New Zealand, 12:14 a.m. He's going to be here all night, and he thinks he's just about got enough beer. Wow. Pedro Quintas opening with that massive channel gap, that huge frontside air, taking it all the way over. Outrageous. The nollie heel frontside air.
Backside 50-50.
Insane.
Absolutely killing it. I would not like to be a judge right now. This is really difficult.
Whoa, the board slide. There we go. That kink. Giving people a bit of a wobble. Giving people a wobble. Yeah, he got it done. The flip indie. Pedro wants this. Oh, look at that slapping. That backside air, just taking that indie grab to flat. Why not?
Right flip.
Oh, surfing it out. Surfing it out.
Just about holds it.
Hilarious as well, because he will hit the park with so much aggression, but genuinely one of the loveliest guys. Like, we were on the boat. If you check it out, I imagine on YouTube and socials and stuff, we had a boat jam the other day. We had a half pipe on a barge, which we took down the river here in Tartu. This is what I'm saying when I say that you need to come to Estonia to experience all the Simple Session, because there's so much beyond just the contest. But yeah, we took the barge down the river. A bunch of us got on it early and went down the river for a couple of hours before we moored up for a Cash for Tricks jam. But when we were coming down the river, there were bridges over the river, and Pedro was trying to time a frontside air out of the mini ramp to truck bash the bridge over the river and then drop back in. There are some wild pictures. He didn't quite get it.
Doesn't sound like a smart thing to do.
It was mental. It was actually insane. Someone suggested it, and then he was in. He was in. Tried it on every bridge.
I hope that they were going very slowly. If you go
It was
too
a barge.
fast,
It was an old barge. We were going nowhere fast. I think we made it about 100 meters in that 2 hours, but it was very fun. It was very good. And then we moored up in central Tartu, and everyone joined. Came down for a session, and then I saw you there afterwards. Jake Wootton, huge frontside air. Huge frontside air.
Floater. Absolutely floating it. Taking it a little bit easy. Frontside alley-oop. Say, always smiling, looking like he's having a good time. Looks like he might take one more stab at a trick.
He really does kind of need to get something in.
Definitely taking his time. What's it
Yeah,
going to
he
be?
could really do with something, because first run was great.
Oh, flip back D, transfer. That was sick. That's the end of his run.
I think he's going to get into the top 15. First run was...
I don't know if he's going to make it to the top 15.
Overall, I mean, it's tough. First run was strong, man.
hard.
Flip back D up on that big vert wall and held it all together in run number one. But run number two, that's why I was saying he kind of just needed to get a few more bits in there, even if they were just basic things, because both runs are being scored. I'm going to keep saying it. Both runs today are being scored. So if you go, oh, well, first run was great. Second run, don't worry about it. Like, fall off.
You can't do that.
That's not how it works. You are being scored for both runs. So you are ultimately going to be scored against someone that gets two incredible runs.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way. Carl Bourguignon getting that tail slide across the whole rail, switch front board down. We know the judges are liking the switch tricks. They are getting scored highly. Big spin front board. Came unstuck on in run number one.
30 seconds left. Hopefully he'll be able to... Oh, lovely little tray flip there. And for 50-50 and then hitting the rail. Backside 50-50. Did one of those in his first run. I think the judges are going to want to see things mixed up. It's going to be switch, back 50.
10 seconds.
He's bailed it again.
Go, go, go.
Maybe time for one more trick.
Not quite working out. He wants the tray flip 50 down.
Oh, and he's blown it again.
Heavy for Carl.
Heavy, heavy, heavy.
I mean, the trick's really there, though. And I
Yeah.
think maybe it comes with, like, if you're in the later jams, you have the advantage of seeing what people have scored and seeing what you need to do. But maybe that's it for Carl, where he's gone, I've got to go for this. Like, I've got to pull out some massive tricks. Because if he'd got those, he would have scored really well, you know? So it just becomes a point where it's like, cool, I've
just got to do or die,
got to go for broke. Like, and that is what Pedro's doing right now.
Yanking.
Reinforcing that run number one. Again, maybe a new leader. Every time I've said that, I've been wrong, but maybe a new leader in Pedro Quintas. If he can make this final 30 seconds of run number 2 count.
He actually flew
See
in the
what
water.
happens.
So much power, so much speed. Hitting the channel like it's nothing. The varial flip Hindi.
Late shove.
Oh my gosh, almost couldn't get away from the board as well, running down that
Does he
jump
like
box.
skate vert or something when
Yeah,
he's not?
definitely. He was Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah.
He was out there for Brazil representing. So, yeah, bowl skater. I'm sure. I mean, most bowl skaters will also skate vert, you know. So, I'm sure absolutely rips a vert ramp. But yeah, he loves transition, as you can see, but also can really mix it up on the street as well.
Wow.
Pedro Quintas.
I mean, all of these Brazilians are absolute savages, aren't they? Skate everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Would not be surprised to see Pedro make it up into that top 3. And that is time for jam number 11. Some highlights coming up for you right now. Talk us through these, Mark.
Jake Wharton doing an alley-oop, 50-50 stall, had to pull himself back in a little bit so he wouldn't catch himself on that quarter pipe on the way in. Lovely little nose pick nollie in. That switch, the towel stall.
See, most of what Jake did was run number 1.
Right.
That's
Look at
what.
that. Oh.
Look, that was what I was saying about how
Tiptoes,
he
look.
literally had to jump his foot around to get that, and that no one else doing. I think Jake is going to be in. I think we're going to see Jake in finals tomorrow. But I think a little bit risky to not hustle to try and get a few more tricks on the board in run number 2. But Jake really, like I say, I saw him outside the hotel last night and he was saying, just going to enjoy it this time around. Just going to enjoy the contest. So if he's out here having fun and he makes finals, I think for Jake that is a bonus. Seeing a bit of Carl there as well. And then we're seeing Pedro Quintas, that nollie heel frontside there.
Absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you're a street skater, you don't really do that kind of trick, do you? So, yeah, he absolutely kills it. So he opted to turn his hat around for this run. Didn't do him any harm.
It's important sometimes for aerodynamics to have your hat a different way around, you know, for certain tricks, like switch it up halfway through.
Absolutely.
So, scores
Very important.
we are waiting on right here in the box.
Scores for Jake Wharton, Carl Bourguignon and Pedro Quintas. I would not like to be a judge right now because...
Like I say, when I talk about new leaders, I've jinxed it every time and it hasn't quite happened. But to be honest, as long as you're in the top 15 today, it doesn't entirely matter. But I imagine, not fully confirmed, but I imagine that we will run in reverse order tomorrow. That's the standard way that things go. So you have the advantage if you qualify higher up, you get to see more people go before you drop.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations to the top 9 riders.
Whoa.
We are seeing scores coming in here right
We're
now.
seeing scores coming in.
We don't want to spoil it, but we're seeing some scores coming in.
Wow. So tough.
Pat
So
Duffy
tough.
there, looking serious.
I don't know. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
And Jake Wood, and you're
In
there.
4th, Pedro Quintas. See, I said it. I said top 3, and you know, we're 4th. Pedro Quintas. Then we've got Jake Wharton in at 6th.
Incredible.
So Jake confirmed for the final tomorrow, as we only have 4 more skaters to go. So Jake will be in that final 15. So that also confirms that Alex Takuna has made the final as well.
Right now, because we've got 3
But if you are below him, you are on the bubble, potentially, to be knocked out
But
by...
there are every single person this last heat is going to bring it.
This heat coming up.
Absolutely is going to bring it. Yeah. It's going to be insane.
This is going to go crazy. Absolutely wild. Seeing our top 40 there. Nakabaravald. Well, shall we take a look at the list for jam number 12, Mark? Should we have a little look through?
Yeah, let's stick it up. So first up, we have the legendary.
Oh my word, this is about to get wild.
Jaime Mateo, or Jaime
The
Mateo.
whirlwind, the tornado that is Jaime Mateo.
Melis M, Estonian local. Danny Leon. And of course, last year's winner, Julian John Aguiliardi.
Mental.
And he has got like a foot bigger since last year.
He has.
So he
Absolutely
was tiny
ripping.
last year and he's already got bigger. Melis is like one of the only Estonian pros. Got his own pro model, had his own pro model out earlier this year on Nightwood skateboards.
Coming out of Pärnu.
Coming out of Pärnu, a nice resort town in the south of Estonia. Danny Leon, of course, previous simple session winner, 2020, I think.
I'm going to say that Danny Leon won't admit it, probably if you ask him, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to be feeling like this is a year that he could really try and win simple session. He won back in
Could,
2020. He's been no stranger to the podium, but
Yeah.
I've been saying this all weekend, or week even,
But
building up to this, that I feel like
Competition, man, is
the
just...
competition is tough, but this course is everything Danny Leon loves. So
Yeah,
I'm just going to say that, and he's consistent.
But it's also everything that Jamie can...
Jaime,
Is that you
I
say
was
his
saying
name?
this,
Jaime.
Jaime Mateu. So Danny is a bit more calculated and
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
Jaime
It's
will
just a
do the
loose
biggest
cannon.
tricks that you have ever seen, and in the most terrifying way. Watch
Yeah.
this. Here you go. Just have some of that. Bang.
just doesn't care,
jump
doesn't
in. That wasn't intentional at all. We'll see. If he can stay on his board, Jaime could well be in for a simple session win. But it's tough. He's got the big...
Oi! Now,
He has a-
Jaime skates like it's the last time he's ever going to skate.
Exactly.
But he skates like that every single time he
day.
steps on a skateboard.
So he has a transfer off the side of the jump box. Are we going to see it here? Yes, we are. Watch this.
What?
Have some of that. He did that just backside 180, no grab yesterday, just chilling. So this is what I mean. If Jaime can put together a run, it could be the best run you're going to see this year. But it could also just unfortunately come unstuck because what he is trying is that hard. But then we've seen the judges haven't hated quality over quantity.
Yeah.
They've been fine with that. If you're falling and you're getting good tricks,
They're okay.
they don't mind. If the
Yeah.
tricks you're landing are strong, it can pay off. It can, you know, it doesn't necessarily hurt you.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard. Now, here's Melis, pro for Nightwood.
And when we say as well about seeing the other skaters go first, that's another advantage that you're getting to see that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get judging where consistency is such a big factor. It's like they want to see full runs, but here it's like it's the vibes. It is who cares if you fall? If what you're getting is
Yeah.
good, you're getting scored.
Absolutely.
Melis coming in with that grab into the front side air transfer. Melis is more of a street dude though, right?
Yeah, I mean, the incredible thing about Melis is that every time he skates, you just never know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
You like he'll be that guy that just does tricks you've never seen him do every session. So
Yeah,
never
rapping
quite
Estonia
know-
hard.
Never quite know what he's going to do. Always seems to pull out of the bag. He's got some crazy transfers that he does in my local park. So let's see what he's got.
Whole jam, hitting that up into the hip. A few people kind of enjoying that little kind of scoop up and in. Yeah,
Up shove tally.
love that. Do you remember the sound flip? Not enough people do the sound flip.
Self. Yeah, I used to be able to do self.
Did you do sound flips?
I used to love the self flip.
No one doesn't. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? Tell Melis. I reckon if he's got the pop shove tail grab, he can definitely do a sound flip. Boy.
Oi, not a bad first run.
Going for the invert. Yep. But that's fine,
Quite
kind
difficult.
of falling on the buzzer, it didn't interrupt his run so much. And again, we talk about use of course. They're going to like that, even though we talk about him being more of a street skater, he got a big old transfer over the jump box and then the frontside air. So,
Danny Leon.
Danny Leon, I'm not a judge, so I can in no way influence this, but I would say is one of my top picks
Oh, he's cut
to
his
maybe
hair.
take it this year.
Has he cut his hair, or has he still got that?
He's cut his hair. The mane is gone. Check it out. One of the best crossbones in the game. Up to lip slides. He will mix it up on the street elements as well, but his transition skating is phenomenal.
Did you see him just stick that?
Absolutely wild. There we go. There's that finger flip to disaster. And he has this transfer over the channel gap. Oh no, he's taking that front side three and then the half cab up. Yeah, body jar, slapping the tail on that. And then the 50-50 through. It shows, you can see just how good Danny is, but that kink at the bottom of the rail is tough. It catches everyone out.
He's stuck it, he's got 15 seconds left.
Doing the willy grind, intentional. Intentional willy grind all the way
Never
across.
seen that done, he popped it in as well.
Danny Leon is coming out swinging. Is this going to be a kickflip, Indy? It is indeed. Have some of that. Danny Leon getting it done, finishing it up with the invert.
Perfect run.
I called it, and I'm hoping I'm not going to be wrong. I feel like if he puts together,
not gonna be wrong.
I'm hoping. Mate, I've been wrong so much in this so far.
You're usually wrong.
I've called first place 3 times, and it hasn't happened. Speaking of first place, this guy,
Julian
at 13 years old, won Simple Session 2023. He has to be one of the youngest winners, if not the youngest winner of Simple Session.
Queuing up his music.
Running for Nigel Houston's Disorder Skateboards. Yeah, lovely nose grab. Again, someone who is definitely more of a street skater, but knows, as I've said multiple times now, if you want to win Simple Session 2024, you've got to bring some transition game as well. Equally, if you're a transition skater, you've got to get on those rails.
Is that flip frontside 50-50?
Yeah, getting it done. Oh, sticking on that ledge. Sticking on that ledge.
So he looked like something stuck his, like he went into a screw or something on that box.
Actually caught the bottom of his deck, maybe.
Yeah.
The front blunt transfer over. Seen people hitting that the other way, but Julian going through that way. Oh, wow. That is how you recover an under-rotated tray flip right there.
Absolutely, he was so lucky with that.
Julian just blew minds last year, though, with like flip-in, flip-out frontside feebles across the long flat bar that we had last year.
On the buzzer as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was wild. We lost our minds in the studio for that. And there we go, Julian Agliardi coming in. I'm sure not quite run number 1 that he was hoping for. And I think if you read his lips there, you can see that maybe wasn't what he was hoping for as well. But he's still keeping the vibes.
Wasn't too happy about that, but all good.
But I think it's fine. It's fine. It's a solid run, and he can come back in run number 2. All he needs to do ultimately is make it to top 15. I say all, like this is a packed field of riders. Top 15 cut from 48 is a savage cut, but he's definitely got the abilities to do it.
Wild.
Here you go, have some of this. Frontside boneless down into the quarter below, and then coming across. This cameraman needs to get out of the way.
He's got a lot of camera.
Thank you. There's that Indy 3 that he took a bit too low last time. Into the body jar, slapping that tail through. Dave Duncan appreciating that. That is a proper... Oh my word! That is insane. Decked out on the sub box, grabbing the melon and pulling it in. Like a lean pulling off the sub box. Jaime putting it together this run.
Oh, switching it over the
10
jump ramp there.
seconds to go for Jaime.
What's he gonna be? It could be anything.
The switch.
Front side, was that switch?
Yeah, switch from 180 boneless to come back into regular. And I think that is going to do it. for Jaime Mateo to get him into finals. I think he's going to make top 15 with that.
I think he's made that, yeah.
Run number 1, he had to throw away a bunch. Run number 2, though, pressure's on, and he was feeling it. Made it count.
Feeling it. Jesus.
Made it
Crazy.
count.
Now we're back round to Melis Erm.
Yeah, we have the final 3 runs of the skateboard qualifiers here at Simple Session 2024.
Converse, obviously not with skateboards. It's his birthday not long ago. Melis works in a jail.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He's in a jail.
As long as he's not in jail
He's not in jail.
That's good.
Not yet.
Rob Patangas saying if someone doesn't know Jaime Mateo, just know he's a beast. Yep.
He is a beast.
Seeing that on display here.
Just using the entire course, that is
Melis.
exactly what the judges want.
Melis
An
can
Estonian
skate
beast as
everything.
well. Yeah, K grinds down.
Right.
Whee!
He's got it though. In the rail, feeble grind through the kink. 30 seconds left, Melis.
That is now going into the
Coming through for the box. Yeah, Tuckney.
Indy.
Nice.
Over the box, lovely.
Great style on that Tuckney over.
Ali 50-50.
Cameraman doing well to get out of the way there.
Yep. Ollie finger flip.
Finger
over
flip.
Over the box.
I think
The
jam
lesser
number
seen.
12, if you are sat in the bubble of those final 4 spots right now, to get into the final, you are going to be feeling pretty nervous because I feel like all 4 riders in Jam 12 are set to make it through. Alex Takuna must be very relieved he is currently in 11th. He knows he's in.
And Danny Leon.
He did that yesterday.
The Tash.
In the park.
Turtle 4111 says, been a very long time since I've heard someone call a crooked grind a K grind.
You're ready, we are ready as well. Estonia, please.
You got the slang with you, Mark.
K grinds? I don't know.
Just flowed from the heart naturally. Danny Leon coming back in. There's the Stalefish.
Oi.
Spoiler alert, he's flip-staled that
three.
earlier this week. If you want to see that, go over to Simple Sessions Instagram. Wild. Or Danny's Instagram, they collab posted it. 50 over that rainbow rail. Back tail up.
Whoa,
To
and
tail
slapped it in.
slap.
Every single time, absolutely
Crazy finger flip front D.
He's always in the finals. He's always trying to get into the top spot.
Coming up.
He has all the
How
Boosted
he
frontside boneless.
lofts them like that.
Yeah.
Boost is the right word.
Boost him up.
It's
front.
like he pulls it and then pushes it further.
Yeah. Oh, penguined out there, but there's going to be a nice frontside nose grind or frontside overcrook or whatever you want to call it.
It's a frontside
15
overcrook.
seconds.
It's an
It
overcrook.
is a frontside
We-
overcrook.
I mean, we're going to start something in the live chat here, but overcrooks on rails do exist.
Absolutely.
Straight from Paris Olympics. Fake
Oh,
Yeah.
the fakey flip. That
Fakey
is
flip.
outrageous.
Clean. Frontside nose grind.
Oh my
frontside
word.
overcrook. Backside 360 flip.
Tartu Estonia.
On the quarter, Danny Leon. Perfect run there. Didn't fall off. I don't think he fell
No, he
off,
did. He did fall,
off?
but you just don't notice with Danny because he can just get back on. He can just get back on and make it count.
Wild.
Wild. One Red Bull Bowl Rippers in 2023, one Simple Session 2020. So he knows how to get it done. But this guy, the most recent winner of Simple Session.
The last run of the qualifiers.
Last run, yeah, of Jam number 12 and of the qualifiers, as you say. Julian Agliardi getting to ride last because he won last year at just 13 years old.
Incredible.
14 now, of course. Quick maths on that.
Quick maths.
Quick maths. Took me a moment to figure that out, but a year has passed and he's a year older.
Side Smith.
There we go.
Nice little front side alley floater there.
You know he's got the tech like this
Into a kickflip front 50.
Textbook.
He's just got one lock, hasn't he?
Yeah. Here you go. Is this where the nose slide was that caught him out? Goes for the little
Side salad. Backside.
Suski, I think, isn't it? When it
Suski,
goes
yeah.
back that way. And then the front tail across.
30 more seconds.
Yeah, looking great on this one,
Yeah,
run,
he's
Julian.
sticking everything this time.
25 seconds. The tray flip,
Tray
yeah.
flip,
No problem on the rotation of that this time.
Yeah.
Catching that front foot.
Full jam transfer.
Yep, pole jam, transfer.
Oh, that absolutely counts. That's fine.
I'd give that to him.
That's cool. Yeah, nose grind to fakie. And then finishing on
Frontside big spin heel flip.
big spin heel flip on the quarter pipe. That was unexpected. And then that stepping off that half cab nose slide. I think he was going to go for the 270 out, but it's after time anyway.
Wow,
And
I've never
Julian-
seen anyone do a frontside big spin heel flip on
And also we
tranny.
have Jaime at the top.
Here we go, DLM Performance and Racing,
That's,
saying I don't understand
Julian's
people who think a frontside over and a frontside nose grind are the same. I agree.
What?
He's saying he doesn't understand people that think a front and over crook and
Yeah.
just a nose grind are the same trick.
They're not the same trick.
They're not the same trick. We're going to get hated
Oh,
for
there's
this, but people in the
Jaime.
chat agreeing. Jaime is just sending it right now.
What a crazy man.
Jaime Mateu, MVP.
He's in a world of his own, isn't he?
He's just loose. He is a
An
walking
enigma.
He is a walking tornado. He left his bag on the plane coming back from Helsinki. Literally, like the bag that you get on your plane. You've got your rucksack. Just left it on the plane. So they had to try and get that back from
Brilliant.
Helsinki for him. He's then turned up, just been ripping without anything like with him. He lost all his ID and everything. They got it back,
Jesus.
and now he's like, cool, I've got it back, happy days. And then he turns out in his bag, he has a little alligator head. I was like, why do you have an alligator head? He's like, I put my beer in it. So he holds his beer with an alligator head.
he
It's a water
holds
guy.
his beer.
He holds it rather than holding your beer, because that would be
That'd
too
be too
normal.
easy,
that would
yeah.
be too easy just to hold your beer with your hand. He holds it with an alligator head. Jaime Mateu, I'm calling it here. Done enough to make the finals. We'll see for official
Oh, the
confirmation in a minute.
scores.
But yeah, we've got scores to come after these highlights. Melis as well. I feel
What
like
are the
could well
scores?
also be in there.
What are the scores? George Dawes. That's Melissa.
Yeah, I feel like Melis got it done. Looking at the top 15 right now.
What's going to happen? The lesser spotted ollie finger flip over the driveway.
Danny Leon, look at that. Rubbing his chin.
Look at that.
That crossbone, one of the best in the
crossbone,
game.
cool.
I felt inspired by that as a kid. I grew up competing against Danny. And when I started going to the European contests, I would see him doing those crossbones. And I was like, I need to do those. I can confirm it's still not as good as Danny's. I did eventually get them. We were in a bar the other night though, and he was like, it was really weird. He was like, we used to compete against each other, and then all of a sudden you were doing the commentary. I was like, this is way easier in here, mate. I get to watch you guys rip it.
Yeah.
There we go, the front side blunt on there as well. He has a mean one of those. And that fakie flip, such a rogue trick.
Yeah.
And that you can see there just how much that kink throws you off. His front foot pretty much entirely came off. The
He was so lucky with that.
there from Julian.
Is this going to be flip front 50-50?
I'm saying everyone from Jam
Bosh.
12 makes final. These highlights.
Everyone?
I think everyone. Who
Yeah.
are you saying wouldn't?
That's true. Everyone.
Melis, I think
Melis had a really good run as well.
Melis is in. Jaime for me. I feel like all four we're going to see in the finals tomorrow here in Tartu. Some big decisions to come.
What are the scores, P Duffs?
Yeah, like we've been bigging up our judges this year. The legend that is Pat Duffy, Christian Briek, and Vesa Ikola. You can see behind on the right there, if you're interested, that is Risto, who founded Simple Session in the hat on the right-hand side. Of course, as I say, he dips off. Now you can see half his face. Founded Simple Session, 24 years we've been doing this. Absolutely wild. Big congrats to all the team.
And the results are...
Here we go. Matias Del Olio stays in first place. Danny Leon is in second. Marcelo Jimenez in third. Julian Agliardi as well gets into that top 5.
Pedro Quintas, 6th.
Oh, mate.
Piero Nunez,
So we need to wait on Jaime Mateu making it in 12th and Melis Ermin 10th. The first time I've made a prediction today, and it has been accurate. There you go. And like I say, Alex Takuna, relieved that he got that 11th spot, because he is that final position, 15th. For those of you in the chat that were loving Jaws as well, that were hyped, he's made it in 14th place. Absolutely buzzing. Here we go, checking the full list now. And it just shows some huge names not making the cut, because the cut is brutal. 48 skaters down to the final 15.
That was hard, man. I mean, look, would not like to have been a judge in that.
No,
absolutely so
not.
Crazy.
Absolutely not.
Unfortunately, 2 Estonians at the bottom, just out because of injury.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. And you come to the booth with me and Mark. Welcome. So, what do you think of that, Mark? What do you make of that? Qualifying?
I mean, it just got more and more intense the more the competition went on, didn't it? Like we were saying, oh my God, we've got some crazy things coming up, and of course it did, and it got absolutely crazy.
Yeah, wild. What do you think we're going to see tomorrow?
I think we're going to see things get even more intense. What do you think?
I think it's going to go off. Best run counts tomorrow, so it's going to be huge. You want to be there. But this afternoon, we have the BMX qualifiers. I'm going to be joined by the legend that is Sebastian Keep, Mr. Baz Keep, Red Bull rider. You might have seen his walls part as well. Insane. So please do stick around for that. But right now, we're going to hand over to Side Studio, and we'll catch you a little bit later on.
Simple session, baby. Let's go.